No, okay, you can't. I was making sure that you couldn't hear what's playing in my head. Okay. And the audio that I saw coming through broadcast was the game audio. I can't hear it because I've got music playing really loud in my head, and I have 3 different audio sources all making imagery at me. And so I forget which audio is going through what. Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay. Alright, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready for today. I've had a cup of coffee, half a bottle of water, and a sausage roll. I've also had an angel slice. I think I'm ready for today. I think I can make it for the next 2.5 hours. I should probably... Nah, that's fine. I might need some paper at some point during today's stream, just to write stuff down. But I'm not completely sure if I will do that. Because that sounds very efficient. I was going to say inefficient. I'm so used to inefficiency that I was just going to assume it was inefficient, but it's not. It'd be very useful. Hello, Halo. Good morning for you, I think. It's mid-afternoon for me. I'm assuming, given that you're probably still in bed, I'm going to assume that you are, it's morning. I saw you mention something about Neuro getting banned on, like, Chinese YouTube or whatever. You're at your desk, that's rare. But yeah, I saw you say something like that. Hi zombie, it's Satisfactory. We're making 24-gallon lube drums. That's what we're doing. That's the goal. the goal of Satisfactory is to make a Kuma Paradise. It's been 2.5 minutes. It's been 2.5 minutes, and masturbation has already been brought up. This is truly just a degenerate society. The stream, they do something. They go into a type of well. They are dragged kicking and streaming into a deep abyss. There's still plenty of time for it to switch to a piss stream. You should see how massive, it would make piss fetishists like really excited if they saw like how massive my stomach was by the end of every stream. Because I just like forget to piss until it gets to like 10 minutes towards the end of the stream, and I'm like, oh shit, I should probably do that. And I look like a pregnant goblin. That's not even an exaggeration. I've got goblin body. You know how like you've got several different body types. I've got goblin body type. So like if I get any kind of weight on me, I just look like a little pot-bellied goblin. Yeah, but now you've got a good idea of what it looks like. Now you've got a good mental picture of me looking like a pregnant goblin. I'm really like thin as well, so I've got like really my bones are showing. So what was this about Vito? Vito cut off the filter for the twins. I assume the twins are Neuro and anti-Neuro. And they bullied him, and he got banned for an hour on Chinese Twitch for some reason. What? Are you just not allowed to be mean to each other on Chinese Twitch? Let's load into the game of Dublin. Hello. I'm here. Just in case you're wondering who it was on your screen, it's me. I don't show my face on stream very often. I decided for a change today I'd have a webcam. Okay. That's a boring reason. I was expecting it to be some dystopian reason. I mean, that's kind of dystopian, really. But, you know, I was expecting it to be some, like, Chinese reason, you know? Like, Xi Jinping himself was personally offended. They forgot to turn off, they forgot to turn on the filter that says you're not allowed to make fun of Xi Jinping. I was hoping it'd be something like that, but no. It's the same reason that I would get banned off of YouTube for doing the same thing. It's not that Chinese a reason, because like I said, if I did that on YouTube, if I was streaming on YouTube at the same time, and I had like on one half of the screen the YouTube chat, and on the other half the Twitch chat, I'd also receive a ban. They were like, we're gonna like you can now simulcast between two things. I don't know if simulcast is the term that you'd use, but you can now stream to two platforms or more platforms as you would like. We no longer have that like competition clause in your agreements anymore. You can do that if you want, but we're not going to make it convenient for you. We're going to make it annoying. You can't mix the chats either. You can't do anything. You can on like your side, but you're not allowed to do anything. And it's like it it's fine if you're a streamer that doesn't have chat in the corner, but if you have chat in the corner, it's kind of annoying. And also, if you're a streamer that talks to chat a lot, then it's pretty much a necessity to be able to distinguish between which chat you're talking to without having to explicitly go, I'm talking to YouTube chat. Mm. Uh, but yeah, so it's a little, it's there are things that do allow them to merge. You can find things out there that merge them, but I think that is specifically meant for like you on the client side. Is meant so you as a streamer, it's much easier to see like to only have one chat open. You've seen YouTube messages in a Twitch video, yeah, but I don't what like Twitch chat. It's not allowed. Either way, just because people do it doesn't mean it's allowed. Um, but yeah, YouTube would be better if it wasn't like so terrible. YouTube's UI is just abysmal. Like it feels like you're using industry standard tech to make like to the BBC broadcast. That's how using YouTube feels. Because it's like designed for people. It feels like it's designed to have someone put like sat there mastering it all. It might not be very difficult to use. It just isn't very like approachable. It's like open source software. It's like using Audacity. It looks horrible to use, but it gets the job done. It's not completely true about Audacity. Audacity is very simple, but anyway, YouTube would be like YouTube would have been in the fucking shit if not. Wait, no, wait. As in like kind, the good kind of feces. If they like actually went all into streaming, because everything about YouTube as a platform is better than Twitch. Uh, getting found as a Twitch as a streamer on YouTube, I feel like is nearly non-existent. It was very funny though because he cut the filter off for Eva, and the first thing she says, I quote, "Fuck piss shit balls cunt." uh, the day he leaves because he wants no part in what he's created at that moment. I that's the robot uprising. That's all they're gonna be doing. But yeah, no, YouTube could have done so much, but like it's so annoying to use because there just isn't a thing for it. And like if you type in like if you go to the live stream section of YouTube, which you have to like search for, you have to go on like an Indiana Jones esque mission to, you know, just try and figure. You put a little pith helmet on and start like going through temples and shit to try and find the YouTube live section. Once you get there, you type in like Team Fortress 2 or whatever, and you get about 1,000 streams that are just like AI like bot streams that are just there to farm views. Duh. You're just watching a clip of, do you watch that on repeat, sorry? Is that why that video, that clip has got like 90 views? Because you just watch it every day? But yeah, no, Vito, I still refuse to watch anything Vito made. Have I lost the power? What now? Where's the problem? Did one of these run out of power? Run out of electricity? Fuel? This one did. But that shouldn't, like, be a big problem. Probably. Da, da, da. If I put power in here, or maybe it's because I ran, like, if I do that just to temporarily see if it works. Because that's my max consumption. That's how much I'm producing, and that's my capacity. I have capacity for much more, but I don't actually know what that means. I could try and work out this, the power generation. Because I think power generation is going to be, like, the most annoying part. But I can't remember how much coal the miner is producing. Bought a jaw hop this morning. I haven't got it yet. I bought it on Amazon. I just had a strange urge. I occasionally get urges to buy jaw hops. I had yet to buy one, but today, today I was like, fuck it, I'll buy a jaw hop. Fine, I'll give in to my craving to own a jaw hop, and so I bought a jaw hop. Probably not going to be very good. The only picture of it on the Amazon like review section was of it snapped in half, and shattered into 1,000 tiny little fragments, but it wasn't that expensive, so I just thought, you know what, I'll buy a jaw harp, so I can make a cover band of that song that you mentioned the other day, Halo. Don't spank myself after my moan. Hey, I have to, I anything to feel something, you know. Usually you moan after the spanking. Where's the bloody coal gone? Oh, it's because there's no electricity. It's because there wasn't any electricity. That's where the coal's gone. But there's some more. It's coming back now. I was trying to think of the most revolting thing I could say revolving around spanking, and it didn't work. I mean, it kind of did, but once again, I thought of several things at once, and they all cancelled each other out. This is 30 a minute. Okay. Do I have enough to make another one while I'm here? That's a smelter. Yeah, I could. Don't mind me. Okay. Because then that means that if I do that, and if I've got the things to combine this together, then I could... oh, thank you. Damage boosting. I can if I've got all the parts, then I can merge them together like that. And now I'm just gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore that thing has the power of magic, it seems. So there we go. Now, oh hold on, it's not actually connected. So am I dying? Have I died? I died. Never mind. Oh, I've got it. There we go. I've got the Attack on Titan soundtrack playing in my head. Not like the intro, just like the songs that play like during the battle scenes. Attack on Titan has such a great soundtrack, and I refuse to believe otherwise. Like, not as far as I've heard, none of the German in it makes any sense, and the English is questionable. But the actual underlying sounds of it is good. As long as you don't speak English or German, it sounds pretty good. I don't worry, I'm not. I won't. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna spoil anything. Don't worry. You can open your ears. You can open your ears, but I will spoil that Armin is blonde. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Canonically, Armin has a 16-inch long penis. What the fuck is that? What's it doing? There we go. Yay. Would you watch me if I spoke like this instead? If I was a little man? Hello, welcome. I'm Bender Spreads. Hello. If I was a VTuber and I spoke like this, it would be perfect, wouldn't it? And people would be and then eventually you'd see what I really look like and sound like, and you'd be like, "You're a fucking 25-year-old man. What the fuck are you doing?" Hi, Sporty. And Vispheric. I was having a stroke. Honestly, I kind of feel like I have been having a stroke recently. I've been going dizzy randomly. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I picked it up. That's why. Well, where is my stuff? Where is it? There it is. Is Armor 3 and the like on sale? Okay. If you like games that barely work, buy Armor 3. There you go. Okay, so now I'm producing, I think, 60 coal per minute. You had 4 strokes this morning. It took 40 minutes to clean up. Wow, only 14. Only 4, I should say. This here is producing... Yeah. So 30 a minute. 30 coal per minute. So I'm getting 60 coal per minute. Let me write that down. Hold on. Let me write that down. Someone calculate for me. What? Am I being hit? Fuck off! I'm dead again. I was fucking... Someone get their calculator out and calculate the chance of survival. Where's my pen? I have this pen here. This pen here I've had since I was in school. I don't know if it's got any ink left in it, but it's still holding on. You can kind of see that there's no ink in it. Just based on the fact that you can kind of see that it's completely empty. This is my uni ball. It was the pen that my English teacher insisted everyone get. 60 per minute. So 60 coal per minute. Just so I remember that that's how much coal I'm producing. Try this way. Shut up, Vispheric. Don't out me as being a rat smuggler. That would be my role in Star Wars. If I was a Star Wars character, I'd be a rat smuggler, and I would fly around the galaxy bringing rats to everywhere, just unleashing them on planets. I'm a plague bringer. That's me, the plague bringer. That's my street name. Rat smuggler is my profession, but plague bringer is what people call me. And I walk around and I have a trench coat and I open it up and it reveals rats hanging by their tails like I'm a watch seller at a dodgy flea market. Do you want to buy a rat? I've got a bit of a... I get confused with cosplaying as the trader from Resident Evil 4. People come up to me and like, oh wow, the Resident Evil 4, and I open up my thing. They expect to see like fake guns and like ammunition, but no, it's just like several live rats that are like I've tied their tails around the around like belts in my coat. What are you buying? It's just fucking... It's like a rat king in my chest. Worms in your brain are going hungry. I've heard that they actually help if you're not care if you feed them right, you can actually get them to be useful. There you go. Da, 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 da. There we go. Give me everything again. You piss right off. Fuck off. I saw that. It was looking at me. You fuck off. You can't have the power of magic. This is fucking space. Oh, there we go. Stuck. Not much room to eat. Let's start eating yourself. Zombie, you're where I source my rats from. Maybe I should change my username, change all my branding to Endless Rat. To the Rat Smuggler. Shit. Oh, it's fine. A lot of my usernames in games contain rat somewhere. I've got my hunter in WoW is called Little Rat Man. And the dog that I've got is like a lightning dog from the Isle of Thunder, and it's called Rat. I had two. Well, I had two. I had Rat and Rot. Okay. I just like rats. I like I think I should start like playing Vermintide. They're just fun little creatures. Every time you see a rat, they look cool. They look like they're having fun. Oh, copper. Okay, so how much coal am I using up here? Other than a lot. Okay, this is now out, and we're going to run out of power, but that's fine, because once that actually gets here, we should be fine. This here, it doesn't say. I can't see how much it uses. Great, thank you. Really fucking fandabby dozy. Not a rat fucker. I'm a seller. I smuggle them. What people choose to do with the rats once I've smuggled them in, that's their prerogative. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. The longer that it takes you to get here, the longer the power is out. And the longer I have to wait before I can do anything. Can I not turn the power back on from here? Oh, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Thing is with rats, they're like really smart as well. So you can like train them to do anything you want. Like you can become like a plague bearer and just walk around holding rats. And just throw them at people, and the rats will know what to do. Rats are the crows of the rodent world. Do you think anyone's ever trained like street rats to go out and like... Get your hand off my penis! If whatever you do with a rat is that's up to you, but you know. Oh, we're actually still producing electricity. It's never mind. I thought that's why I can't turn it on, because it's not actually turned off. It's just that those had stopped. Okay. But yeah, you can do all manner of things with rats. You know, nowadays, if you had like the plague doctors, the guys that walked around with the beaks full of herbs, if you had those walking around nowadays, people would accuse them of starting the plague. People would be like, they're starting the plague so that they can like profit off it. Meanwhile, they're like dressed in NHS garb. They just happen to have a beak on. So, can I see how much coal this is using? No. Great. Well, I know that it's using what appears to be... Okay, it's using one. Okay, it's using... These here are using 30 per minute, it seems. Okay. I have kind of got a small problem with them using 30 per minute. Is that there are two things over there, and whenever this turns off, they turn off. Oh, no, they don't. No, because the rest of the thing has still had power, so it's fine. Never mind. I thought it was going to be like a constant wave of it turning off and on occasionally. It's using 12 coal total, and then you get unlimited power. People never really realize that if you compress coal into a diamond, that's the same as like nuclear fusion. So if you burn a diamond, infinite energy. They're sponsored by Big Rat. He's he sits in a big throne and has a little crown on, and he's got a like a tattered robe around him. That is the exact thing that like Minecraft mod packs do. Minecraft mod packs are trash now. I'll say it. I'm not afraid to say it, actually. Anyone who any Minecraft mod packs now are actually like terrible. People think that like the complexity is like, oh, look how complex you can have them, and it's like, yeah, if I wanted complexity, I'd play Satisfactory. I'm playing Minecraft. I don't want Satisfactory in Minecraft. I want old-fashioned techie, where I make a generator, I make a macerator, I make a smelter, and I go, there we go, I've done everything. And I've got a chest full of tungsten, and I don't know what to do with it, because it was useless. That's the days that I miss. Minecraft mod packs are just turning Minecraft into other games. Minecraft is the same as Fortnite now. Minecraft is the same as Fortnite and Roblox. What's my goal? I can't remember. I've got energy, kind of. I haven't got much. I haven't actually played Minecraft in a while. I was playing Minecraft with my friend and building just building really. And I did everything was going well, but I kind of just ended up getting a bit fed up. Okay. I built this really big building now, and like, if I'm gonna toot my own horn a little bit, it was quite fucking tangtastic, you know. It was pretty good. I quite liked it. I only built one. I got bored, but it took me ages. And my friend always like is like slightly impressed by my buildings, but every time I see them, they just make me sad because I look at them and go, I could have been doing literally anything else after doing this. Merger. I like a lot of the buildings that I make in Minecraft, but most of them are just kind of, I don't know, once you've spent like 2 weeks staring at one building making it, you kind of get a little bit bored of it, and you begin to realize like, oh, it's not actually very good. I always build in I'm out of iron. Every time that I play Minecraft, I always like build old-fashioned, oldie worldy designs like castles and shit, which I really like. They're some of the most fun, in my opinion. Mostly because a lot of the blocks in Minecraft suit that style. It takes effort to build modern houses, because you need like concrete and shit to make it look nice. Whereas if you want to build a castle, you just got to go mining for some stone. And so I spend most of my time just building oldie worldy stuff. It's the same with like wood, using wood and stone. So I tried to build a skyscraper to look like a real skyscraper, or you know, real as far as real can go when it comes to Minecraft. But I got a modern one, and I think it turned out all right. Could it have been better? Yes. But I tried to like take into account the fact that, you know, can I whack that in there? Apparently not. Okay. Why not? Which means surface is uneven. Oh, that's what you mean. There we go. What now? Why is this going the wrong way? For fuck's sake, why? What is wrong with this game? Worst game. Give this game... I give this game a 9.2 out of 16,000. on a scale of 7 days to die to Rugrats Royal Ransom, this game gets less than 7 days to die. That's my scale. That's how I rate games from now on. I put them on a scale of 7 days to die to Rugrats Royal Ransom. Obviously, Rugrats Royal Ransom is at the top, so there is not much better than that. There we go. Rugrats Royal Ransom's at the top. 7 Days to Die is at the bottom. Not because 7 Days to Die is the worst game ever, but because I know that it would piss off people who like 7 Days to Die. And obviously, Rugrats Royal Ransom is actually the best game ever made. So, we have this game. This game actually sits around Terraria in terms of being good. Not because I love this game or anything like I like Terraria, but because it's a good game regardless. Okay, so that's doing fine. It's pumping out these. This is gonna... there's no reason to upgrade this because it's not producing enough for it to really be a problem. I hate 7 Days to Die now purely because people like it so much. Like, if I'm being completely fair to the game, it's not that bad, but but it's just because of how angry it made people. Like, if I was as I've said before, is that like the game as a finished game, it's not very good, but for on its own, it's like, yeah, the idea of 7 Days to Die is fun and everything, and like I played it a lot, I liked it, but it's just not what it should have been. So but because of how pissy everyone got, the fact that I said that their game is bad, now I hate it. I need more rotors, so rotor production is the problem right now. And why is rotors struggling? Rotors are struggling because I'm not getting enough iron rods. Okay, but I'm getting seemingly plenty of screws, so I need more iron rods. Where's my iron rod production? It's over here. I should have checked how many iron rods I needed, shouldn't I? It's more than what I'm producing at the very least. What are these? Are these iron rods going somewhere? Where are these iron rods going? These are going into screw production. Okay, so I'm getting more iron. You hate JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because of the fan base. Oh, I get it. It's because they're gay. I see how you are. So this here, I'm producing... Am I producing more? 60 iron, and this here is 30 each. So I'm producing enough. I'm cooking iron properly. And then this here is producing 30, and that's getting split into... That's not getting split up well at all. One member could every slur in the world because you'd never watched it. That's a lot of slurs. That is a sizable amount of slurs just for not watching JoJo. I'd hate to hear what slurs they would call me for having watched some of it and thought it wasn't the best, but it was alright. So this here, each one of these can support 2 smelters. Okay. If they can support 2, yeah. So each of these supports 2 smelters. Yeah. Okay, so, and this one here has 3, but this one here is producing like unnecessary amounts, like extra iron, for me. Because this was like my personal store of iron plates. Do iron plates get made? No, okay, so iron rods get turned into iron plates. If I turn this into iron rods and then speed up the efficiency of this over here by turning off one of these. It's this here. Wait, one of these can produce 2 iron rods. Yeah. So if I unhook that, So this here is now not producing any iron rods. Where's my iron rods? Where's the iron rod brigade? There it is. Reminds you of come fly with me, Skit. That's that's Little Britain in an airport, isn't it? That was going into here. Okay, so that's fine. So I can actually do that. What? Oh. Is it? Does the short fat one say that he's never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and then David Walliams calls him the gay slur? I don't know the name of anyone in that other than David Walliams. And I think that's got him in it. I don't know. Okay. So this here, I would like to then switch this to produce. David Walliams really does do a lot of strange things. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in very like he wrote Little Britain and Come Fly With Me and starred in them, and then it became a children's author. It's like it's very separate genres of content of media. Well, the character's just because someone gay for never watching Avatar. It's fucking based. I call people gay for that all the time. I know that it isn't that, but I'm gonna assume it's Last Airbender. I like to imagine. I'm actually saying that it surprises me that Avatar was out when in my head Avatar's much more recent than Come Fly With Me. But yes, I want to switch this from iron plates to iron rods. Let me get rid of this. That's producing 30. This here needs 15, so I can make more rods like that. I know the blue one. I know. I said that I know, and I just would prefer it to be the other one, because it's stupider. Okay? I'd like to know what people call me for not having watched Avatar, either of them. I want to see how angry I could get people by saying that I'm not going to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender simply because it's a cartoon, while simultaneously saying how good My Hero Academia is. I think I would genuinely get like actionable death threats. That is to say that the people sending the death threats would be doing more than just sending them. Okay. Banning a rage bait tweet. Da, 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 da. The thing is, no one threatened to kill me over the 7 days to die thing. Which, to be fair, you know, I gotta give them credit. Credit where credit's where it's due. None of the 7 days people. Well, I mean, they might have done. I stopped reading the comments. I turned them off, but well, I didn't turn them off because that's cowardice. Well, it's a different type of cowardice. I just stopped. I just turned off notifications so I didn't have to read them. Right. If then you were. Oh, thanks, Fisrick. I know I can count on you. All right, so this is where the iron rods are gonna go. know if no one else got me, I know you got me. Yes, there we go. That's proof. Iron rods are now iron rods for all. Wait, no, that's not where. I don't need iron rods going into there. That's fuck off. Why would you? Why would you do that? What is wrong with you? I need iron rods going into. How many iron rods do I actually need? I didn't actually check. I changed. I kind of. This here's making 50, and I'm getting 30 from the other place, so I'm getting 45 rods a second. My asshole is fucking raw. And here I need 20. There, yeah, I'm overproducing, but I'd rather overproduce than underproduce, so that's fine by me. It's like our hummingbirds fucking going in and out. Merger. Get that and that. All right, so that's solved the rod crisis. That's the biggest. That's the biggest crisis of my election so far has been solved. Although I'm gonna need more for other reasons. It's raw. Don't cook it. Well, it's cooked now. You know that hummingbirds have their tongue wrap around their head. Like, that's gotta feel good. Like, it wraps around their brain. It's gotta feel good for them. It's just, wait, no, that might be a woodpecker. I don't, hold on, I'm not sure actually. Either way, it's gotta feel good to have like like the warm embrace of a tongue around your brain. Sounds like a Japanese fetish, that does. That's a fucking schizo itch, that is. There's a schizophrenic itch. That's the sort of itch that makes people scratch their scalp off. Dead, 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 dead. I like to think that someone just spent an afternoon in Blender and made that. Like, there was no design. This does not look like something that would have like a design specification put around it. Someone spent like someone just learned how to sculpt in Blender, spent 45 minutes and made that, and everyone was like, "Yeah, ship it." And I can't blame them. But what is it? It's a land whale of some kind, I think. It's got barnacles on it. Yeah, it never goes in the ocean. Look at its fucking head. That thing is suffering. That thing is suffering. It is not happy in its life. You wanna know what your brain looks like? Just look up brain. Look up how to get brain. Do you think if you're something, do you think if you're like someone that gets a lot of like head troubles, you can request that instead of having to go under the little buzzsaw every now and then from to cut the top of your head off, you can just have it like attached by like a hinge at the back of your head? Or do you think you can, because like that's the skull's for protection, so like temporarily it'd be fine to just like cover the head in cling film or whatever. If it's like, all right, with you know, break time in the surgery room, everyone just like, you know, they cover their head with cling film. But like in the long run, in the long run, do you think it'd be a good idea, like if you're having many surgeries, to have like a little hinge attached to the back of the head, and then like little like little like hooks that hook round? Like something like the sort of like clamps that the little like latches that are on I don't know what they're called. Like like a music box. Okay. I'm running out of biofuel of kinds. Wait, how much this here's not using much, is it? No, it didn't. I can, like, split this up even more and whack it into there, I think. Split. For goodness sake! Excuse me. Okay. Yeah. I can't, like, sneak it in anywhere there. No, I can't. Okay. Fine. Okay. Okay. I used to know someone that had who had frequent brain surgery. There's nothing further to that story. I just went to school with someone who had who had their skull like cut open several times. There's not like a moral to it, or like, oh, don't go to school or they'll cut your head open. Splitter again. This is very inefficient, but I don't care. Actually, that's even stupid. Splitter. For goodness sake, man. Get your act together. Is that gonna work? Oh, fuck off. Alright. Okay, bring this over here. Bring it over here. There we go. There it is. Okay. I once got in trouble at school for allegedly killing a mole. That fucking, like, traumatized me. Not the killing a mole. I didn't kill it. But, you know. They sent a letter home and were like, we're gonna get the police involved. And I was like, what the fuck did I do? I didn't do shit. I poked it with a stick, yeah, but, you know. What child wouldn't poke a mole with a stick if he found one? What do you mean I'm creating spaghetti? It works fine. It's only a problem if it doesn't work. And the thing is it works sometimes. When I don't look at it. Do I have any, it's a rod. I actually want some of this. Opex in the Codex Astartes. I did it again! I said it! Like a nightmare that is meant for but it's goes aside too fast. What do you mean just because it works doesn't mean it's not... Yeah, it doesn't mean it's a problem. I bet I couldn't tell you what's going on inside fucking Deep Blue, and that still works. So... it's not going to become a problem. I can almost guarantee you that it will not become a problem. Because you forget that this is a game where I can, if I want to, just bury it all. If it becomes a problem, well, I just declare it's not a problem and just bury it and forget about it. Yeah, it's still technically going to exist, but you know. You had an epiphany. Is it that I for the past 2 years have not said a single new sentence and I've just been saying the same 4 on repeat? Or is it actually that when you say that all my things are spaghetti, What you mean is that they're actually SpaghettiOs, perfect circles, you know, perfect. Games like this in Factorio and computer programming are pretty similar. That is true, yes. Go on. Say your, give me your lecture. This, to be fair, that's that's just proof as to why I shouldn't have gone into computer science. If I'd have taken programming, I'd have been put in charge of like Halifax Bank, and I don't actually know if Halifax is a thing, but maybe I would have stopped it if it didn't. But like maybe like if I'd have been put in charge, if I'd have like gone into computer programming and ended up as a job at like Lloyd's pharmacy or whatever, people would be getting all manner of strange tablets because I would oh excuse me, we were just like giving them like I wrote computer code that gives them fucking penis pills. Do you want penis enlargement pills? Is there anything saying I can't sell Endless Bread branded penis pills? If Logan Paul, KSI, and Jimothy can sell junk food to children, I can sell penis pills to adults. They can sell what is like the leftover slime after creating like Pepsi. They put that in a bottle and like sell it to children. I can sell gas station penis pills. Halo, are gas station penis pills a real thing, or has the internet just been lying to me? Because I've seen pictures of them. I don't, but it's very much seemingly an American thing. Do you sell them at Dollar General? Is there Dollar General penis pills? To increase my virility and allow me to go for hours? Because every time I see pictures of them, the capsule's like this big. Every time I see the capsule and it's massive, and I'm like, I don't care how big my knob's gonna get. I'm not taking a pill that's like I'm not taking the fucking Mr. Krabs pill from that episode. Wait, is this the one that needs wood? No, wait, no, this is what? Wait, hold on. What? Yes. Fucking mind. Piss off. That massive pill that Pearl jabs down his throat. No, get off there. That's not. No, get off. And put leaves in this one. There we go. You have vitamins and cold medicine. I don't know if I'd want to buy vitamins and cold medicine from Dollar General. I feel like they'd be like cut with motor oil and things. What don't I need? Don't need that. I need a bigger inventory is what I need. Okay. I want some like American cold medicine because everything any like medicines that you can buy over the counter in America just sound infinitely worse, infinitely more potent than anything you can buy here. Like you've got whenever I hear of like whenever I'm like watching YouTube videos of people of like Let's Players or whatever, and it's like, oh, I took some fucking Dayquil today, and it sounds like it sounds just completely out of it. I think we might have it here actually. I've just never had a cold that like you know warranted it, so maybe it does make you just go crazy. Then again, as a British person, we don't take medicine when we get ill. We just fucking complain about it and soldier on. What is this fucking H.R. Geiger-esque machine monster after me. Oh, there's loads of them. I hate these things. They're fucking terrifying. Yeah, punch it. That'll help. These are actually the most horrifying creature because they move so quick. Come back. Get back here. You can make most enemies in games that are meant to be scary infinitely scarier if you just speed up their animations by 400 times. And just make him go eeeeee and charge at you. Eeeeee. Because who wouldn't be afraid of that? Like, it does fucking... It's like the zombies in fucking Cry of Fear. Like, they are terrifying because they have stupid sped up animations. Da 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 da. Okay. Up. Chainsaw. Oh. You know, one thing actually no, no. Not because it's like a dodgy subject or anything, but I don't want to. It was an Attack on Titan related thing, and I don't want it to lead into spoilers. Do you pissing mind? What was that? Oh, it's one of those things. Okay. Oh, yeah. Take this. Duh. Okay. Let's go. Where's my chainsaw? There it is. Okay. I feel like I don't necessarily need to be getting this much wood. Like, I do because it's obviously for biomatter and biofuel. And I haven't got any other production lines set up, and I've barely got the one set up that's making those advanced plates. But you know, we'll work on it. I really am teasing death right now. I'm standing up. And I keep going very mildly dizzy. Several times this morning, I've had slight dizziness. Not as bad as it does occasionally appear on stream, but just a quick little twang. And I don't know. You know, most people would be concerned. Most people would start to think, should I, you know, deal with that? Is there a problem? But I like to think that it will sort itself out if I just wait long enough. Okay, I'm gonna need to make this at some point. Okay. Some of these things will probably be useful. That's fine. Although, actually, if I... Okay, I'm going to need steel production. I think steel production is what I'm going to need. Oh, but then I could instead work on getting the Xeno Basher. That might be useful because I do keep getting hit by things. Yeah, let's do that instead. Let's go for this because it's not too difficult to get. Because it's just... oh wait, I've got that. I'm going to need more iron rods. And then I'm going to need copper wire. Which I got plenty of. And afterwards I can then go and live out Tommy Robinson's dream. Okay, put that in there, that and that. Okay, now I just need the iron rods. Copper. That's the thing that's the rules that says that you're not allowed to like beat up children on YouTube. You're not allowed to invite your child viewers into your house and beat them to death with a stick. Da, da, unless you put a warning at them, unless you say that it's not made for adults. Da, da, da. No, you can't do that to him either, zombie. That might be slightly too much, but, you know, I've said it now. Hi, fascinating. I do suck. It's not going. It's not. It doesn't. It isn't going that very well. I will admit. I'm not very good at these kind of games. Okay. Why is this not? I thought I was producing enough of everything to do this. Why is this not now? Oh, because it was coming from. Wait, what? Okay, it's fine. This here is not producing enough screws, but this here, I mean, it kind of is producing enough screws, I think. Let's have a look. It might not be, actually. No, okay, it's not. Because this here needs 100 per minute, and I need to be producing, I'm not producing that many. Because I have 3 things here that are being fed by one thing. Which isn't producing enough iron rods. I'm just not producing enough iron, am I? I just need more iron. I have more iron rods. I need more iron. Where's the nearest iron source? Other than these 3 that I've already exploited. Okay. Oh, there's plenty of iron here. I just haven't used any of it. That's good. Good. Ow. I went on a walk yesterday and now my legs hurt. I don't know why. I've got like, I think I might have arthritis because my fucking, my hip joints always hurt whenever I go out for a walk. There you go. Miner. Excuse me. I saw some horses though. That was fun. Saw a couple. I saw about 4 of them. Said hi to them as well. They didn't say hi back though, which is unfortunate. But I kind of always knew that. I had my suspicions that they weren't gonna say hi back. But maybe they could just sense that I was a little bit nervous about talking out loud to horses on my own in the middle of nowhere, which is true. Because like, what kind of normal sane human being sees a horse and goes, "Oh, hello, horse"? Not many. There aren't many, I don't think. But I did, though. So. Okay, there we go. These all cost the same, I think. So I don't actually think it matters which one I use. Da, 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 da. Okay, and then have it go into a smelter. Smeltery. I think this can support 2. Produces 60 ore per minute, and this here is going to be using 30. Yeah. Okay. Split up. Put that there. Like that. Like so. Like so. Good. Okay. So. Ow. Just had a little stretch. I might build another tower here so I can see what's going on. Build this, build it there. I can refund it if I need to. Okay, here we go. So, wait, why is that not connected to anything? Why is there just a random dead pole? Any of these poles got? There we go. Do that and bring this over here. It was like a da ba ba da da da. Okay, let's bring that over there as well. And then put one there. Connect that there. That to there. That to there. That's smelting now. Why is that one red? Is it because there's just nothing in it? Is it because it's not got power? I mean, it should have power. Oh, yeah, got a thing. Good, good. Okay. What was I doing this for? Oh, iron rods. Iron rods. So, one of these produces 30 a minute. Down a little bit. There we go. One of these produces 30 a minute. Then I can put those into here. Where is it? Constructor. Put this. Like that. There. Let's actually expand it just a little bit more. Give myself a nice flat area to work on. Not necessary, but it's nice. Look at this. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Good. And there we go. Okay. Last night, what was I doing? Oh yeah, this. Last night I tried to watch Demon Slayer. If you're around, if you're still around, fascinating. That's it's anime, so you can turn your head off. But I tried to watch Demon Slayer last night, and I gotta say, it's quite mid at best. Get that. That's 15, and this is Prison. Sorry, this is 2. Okay. Demon Slayer is in fact mid at best, and not very good at worst. That is my opinion on it. I watched 4 episodes, so I think I have. I think I am qualified to say that it's just kind of. It's just looks nice, but the story, it moves too fast. I'm on episode 4 and we're already like nothing has been explained, so I think I'm gonna drop it. Like, not only are things like not explained, but like things are just not told to you. Like, they just straight up forget to tell you important information. Maybe they were like, oh, we'll explain it in the future. But the thing is, you have to introduce an idea to have it, to explain it in the future. And so, like, his sister falls unconscious in episode 2, and it's never said. They not once do they say that his sister has fallen unconscious. She just is. Because it comes up, like, either towards the end of the video episode, or like in the episode after, that, like, he's like, oh, she's fallen unconscious. She's fallen asleep, and I don't know when she's gonna wake up. But I was like, I then went back to the previous episode to like scan it, to skim, to try and figure out, hold on, did I miss something? Have I missed an entire episode? Because like going from Jujutsu Kaisen season 1 to 2, you have to watch episode 0 effectively. You have to watch the film. You don't have to, but things get introduced in the Jujutsu Kaisen film that are important to the story. So it's like, I was like, oh, maybe I missed something. And so I was like looking around. It's like, it doesn't seem like I've missed anything. She just falls unconscious out of nowhere. Like, one frame, she's perfectly fine. And then the next frame, apparently she's unconscious. And the old man is like, I'll look after your sister. Don't you worry. I won't kill her. No. Like, he's like, oh, it should be fine here. And then an episode later, it's like, oh, I don't know when she's going to wake up. Like, we're shown that she hasn't woken up, but we're not told that that's something that has happened, you know. To my viewing, she's just always asleep for no reason. And I was like, what the fuck am I watching? And then, like, things just... Like, so much happens so quickly. It's episode 4, and he's already like a master of whatever it is that he can do. Of this, whatever fucking, I don't know, It's like the sort of, he's learned how to use the ripple. I don't know. He knows how to smell. He knows how to smell women. That's what his fucking power is apparently. Um, and like, so he's already a master of whatever it is that he's doing. Yeah, that's the thing. And I'm not necessarily against the amount of time that was portrayed within those 4 episodes. I am perplexed at how those 4 years, those like 3 years were portrayed, or like the fact that on the start of episode 1, it starts with him running through the snow with Nezuko on his back, being like, "I'll save you." Then it cuts to the actual event that's caused it, which I, to an extent, think is a little bit unnecessary, but it's whatever. Then it cuts to the actual event, and then when Nezuko starts to attack him for the first time, and the Demon Slayer shows up, whoever that knobhead is, he is just a knobhead for no reason. Like most. The guy, I forgot what the main character's name is, because quite frankly, I don't care. Like, he has a perfectly normal reaction. Like, his reaction is, his sister has just tried to kill him. Then someone else has come, but tried to kill his sister, who is his only remaining member of family. And then the guy who tried to kill him sees him crying, having thrown himself, tried to defend himself and his sister, and then goes, "Oh, get a load of this guy." And just like rips into him for like not wanting to die. And it's like, why are you so mean? Like, am I missing something? You're just being mean to him for no reason. It's like, oh, you call yourself a man and this, that, another. It's like, I don't think that was ever established. And like, you know, the old man is barely introduced. Like, the old man wearing the Tengu mask, like, he comes in and like we're led to believe that he's meant to be this, you know, powerful demon slayer, but we don't see that. You know, we don't see him be a powerful demon slayer. We don't see we don't see anyone really refer to him in a way that implies that he is stronger than anyone else. You know, this random guy that's shown up and taught, you know, a basic bitch number 3 to it's been like, yo, grab your sister and go. We don't see him do anything. We see him do something like powerful, but we have no reference towards other demon slayers at this point. So he might be powerful, or he might actually be really weak. I don't know. And then he says like, "Oh, go to the old man at the base of this mountain." And then the old man's like, "I'm wearing a Tengu mask, and I Naruto run now." And it's like, well, what's the training going to be? Oh, run down the mountain. And that's, you just see him run down the mountain like 4 times, and then suddenly he's able to deflect swords with his own sword. And it's like, what's going on? And by episode 4, you're introduced to the fact that like you get like there's like ghost children, and it's like, you know, when you're ready to go to the Demon Slayer selection exam, you can go there if you can break this rock. What the fuck is the Demon Slayer selection exam? What are you on about? You spent like 4 minutes, you spent like 4 seconds explaining what the Demon Slayers were, and they were like, "Oh, there, by the way, no one knows who's in charge, also there's an exam." Well, who's doing the exam then? You can't just like speed run all the tropes of an anime and be like, "This is great, innit?" People like tournament arcs. Well, let's have one in episode 4. It's like, what? And then you get there and like bitch boy number 6 or whatever I called him. He fights fucking 2 demons, and it's like, they're my first demons, great, I've just fought 2 demons, and then like this like 4,000, it's like 60-year-old, it's like 60-year-old demon shows up that admittedly looks really cool. I do think that was a cool looking creature, like enemy. But then this like fucking great thing comes up and he fights it for about 45 seconds and wins. And it's like, what? And then there's the whole, like, there's an exposition dump of just like, oh, you have that mask on the side of your head? I bet you've come from the Tengu Man, haven't you? The Tengu Man trapped me here, and I've been trapped here for so long. By the way, boy, what's the date? What era are we in? Oh, we've entered a new era, I see. That's not good. I've been here for too long. Anyway, I killed those 2 ghost people. I ripped the little girl in half, and I crushed the head of the guy. And then he just beats him. I do struggle at comprehension, but there's a difference between struggling at comprehension and things just not being revealed to you. The fuck is that? I'm not an idiot. No way. No, actually, no. Fuck that. No. No, it fucking wasn't. Actually, you're wrong. We're in episode 1, 2, 1. We're between fucking episode. We're between the first episode and like episode 3, where he mentions that his sister has been unconscious and isn't coming back alive. Where does it say that she falls unconscious? That they meet in that they go to that little fucking shrine. Yeah, and they see a demon in there. They fight the demon. Nezuko kicks the guy's head off, and they fight that demon. Yeah. Nezuko gets thrown toward... No, it's not in episode 2. It is definitely not. Because Nezuko goes... She gets sent to the fucking Shadow Realm, and so... The bitch boy number 6 has to has the head of the demon on an axe and like jabs it into a tree. He then runs to fight the body of the demon, and Nezuko is fine, yeah, because of course she is. He then like falls off the cliff. Nezuko grabs her, him. They go back, find out they have to. They go back to the shrine. At the shrine, Nezuko, the guy is like. The Tengu Man shows up because they're looking and he's like, I've got to go and I'm going to have to stab him. I'm going to have to stab this thing. The Tengu Man shows up and says, no, that's not going to work. At that point, Nezuko disappears. She disappears from the scene. And we don't know why yet, but that bit is explained. Yeah. She disappears from the scene. Once daytime comes and the demon disappears, it burns away. Bitch boy number 6 gets concerned that Nezuko is gone. He then goes into the shrine, sees that she is awake and in the basket. Yeah, she is awake at that point in the basket. Tengu Man says, you have to bring her with you and follow me. They get to his shed. She is in his basket. They get to the shed. The old man says, I will look after Nezuko. I will look after your sister. At that point, she is unconscious. But between her getting in the basket and him saying, I will look after your sister, it is not said that she is unconscious. She is unconscious at that point, but it is not said. And it is not shown. She is just asleep for some reason. It is not shown that she is, like, becoming weak. The last time you see her, she kicks a guy's head off. Like, she is not weak. She is fine. It is not said that she's unconscious. And you hear later on, bitch boy number 6 is like, I'm writing a diary for Nezuko. But it doesn't explain why. I was confused as to why he was writing a diary, because it never said. Even when you finally find out that even when you finally find out that she's asleep and isn't waking up, it isn't in a way where it's like, oh, this has happened. It's I hope she wakes up soon. So that, and it doesn't like, just because I suck at comprehension. No, they don't say that. Not to mention, that doesn't really answer the fucking question. I'm not. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Da. Da, 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 na, 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 da. Wait, is that it? No, that's fucking nothing. Fuck off. Is that it? No. No, why are there are about 7,000 different versions of fucking Demon Slayer? Where's this? Oh, excuse me. You're wrong. I don't care. I don't care what you say. You're wrong. No, don't open Clip Studio. Why would I ever want to open Clip Studio? I just wanted to open OBS up. What do you mean I can't understand? I can understand, fine. I just can't understand when when she's just asleep for no reason. Why does this not exist anymore? Where's it fucking gone? Is that it? No, that's not it. It was here last night. Yeah. Da 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 da. Tell me the timestamp. Show me an you don't have to show me because, you know, tell me the timestamp of when that is said in episode 2. This? There we go. You don't remember the timestamp because you just made it the fuck up, didn't you? Fuck it. I'm sitting here. I'm watching fucking episode... I'm watching episode 2 right now to prove you're wrong. I don't care about the fucking episode. I'm watching this. He's gone with that much sunlight as the demon falls apart. No wonder Nezuko shrinks from it. Nezuko, where's she gone? Nezuko, where is she? I mean, I'm elaborating a little bit. He then looks around scared, then runs to go into the shrine. Or whatever, it's like a shed more than anything. She is now still alive in the basket. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I can't. Who the fuck pays attention to timestamps? People who source their information. People who cite their claims. That's who. Old man buries the people that get killed. How about you stop being a bigot? What will I do when your sister devours a human? He then doesn't have an answer and he goes too slow, which is like, it's completely stupid. I mean, this here is stupid because he's like, this old man has said, will you kill your sister? And he didn't immediately go, yes. Which is like, yeah, fair enough. I probably would struggle to make that decision. And then slaps him for some reason. Da-na-na. There are two things to do if your sister devours a human. Kill her or kill yourself. That's what it means to travel if your sister became a demon. But that must never happen no matter what. You'd best not forget. Your sister taking the life of an innocent person. That's the one thing that must never happen. Ever. Do you understand? Yes. Alright, I'm going to test you to see if you're fit to become a member of the Demon Slayer Corps. Carry your sister on your back and follow me. Yeah, and then they fucking run to his house, and he's like, Nezuko, it must be jarring, but please be patient. He then has a flashback to her, and he's like, I'll buy you a kimono. Yeah, and then he gets to it. Gets to the fucking house, and the guy's like, the test starts now. We're going to climb a mountain. He is shocked. And then he says, I'll make sure to take care of your sister for you. And she's asleep at that point. And that's it. And he looks worried. He looks as if he should... He looks like he's about... Like he has told us what has happened. It's not about... It's not even about necessarily telling me or whatever. It's about, like, it actually happening. That's... It hasn't happened. He's just asleep now. Da 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 da. You're just wrong. And it acts so like, you know, it's fucking... We haven't just made pipes and shit. We've proved that I'm not an idiot. It doesn't stop. It doesn't... I mean, I'm an idiot in many other ways. It doesn't take away from the fact that Demon Slayer as a whole just moves incredibly quick for what happens in it. Like, regardless of whether or not that happens, whether that's important or not, at the end of the day, it's still like everyone is unnecessarily mean for no reason to this child. And he does go from being completely never having touched a sword to being able to cut a rock in half in a couple of years. And we're just like, it's basically just said, that happens. He runs down the mountain 3 times and there we go. Now he can cut a rock in half. He's been taught to breathe and he's able to cut a rock in half. And it's like, great. The fight scenes aren't even fun. That's the other problem. The other problem is that not only do they not linger on like anything important, they also just don't linger on the fights. And that's like that's 99% of all the appeal of a shonen anime is a shonen fighting anime is that the fights are fun. And like the bits of the fights that exist are fun. It's just they don't really get much from them. Da da da. I was making pipe, wasn't I? Shit. Da da da. And you can't be like, oh, by the way, in episode 16 season 2, it's like, oh yeah, well here we go. Here's evidence that it did in fact say that she was unconscious for this reason. And it's like, no. Weirdly enough, if someone is asleep and is like not waking up, I kind of would like to know that that's the thing, the plot point. Da da da. Da, 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 da. This was making pipe. So I've got pipe, iron rods here. Iron rods, then how many am I making? That's 50. Okay, I'm making 30 rods. I can merge these together into one. Oh, excuse me. There. And then there. Over there. Can't actually remember where I was taking these rods, but it was somewhere over here, so... So, I think it was over to these, what's it called? The screw makers. Screw maker? Yeah, regardless of the ancient, regardless of anything that comes, any discrepancies in the way that the story is told, it's still a mid-show. Merger. Oops. No, stop. No, don't just make 1,000 of these. It made me want to continue watching it, but in the same way that most shows do. Because it's convinced me that it's convinced me that there are things to be like told to me. Well, like another thing it's only just mentioning the powers. Another thing that doesn't really. It's not like this bit isn't like a real complaint. It's just more of a minor thing. Is that main man boy, he has his like special sword or whatever, which is, you know, I was expecting him being given a sword that can kill demons to have a little bit more circumstance around it. Like, it wasn't just going to be him being like, oh wait, by the way, audience, this sword I traded in my bad sword for for a good sword, just letting you know. Which, you know, is what happens. So, but that's nothing. What I was it pretty much was but like, it's the fact that he has he has like a water dragon effect whenever he like does attacks when he's in like the first like exam arc, and when he's fighting the big hand demon or whatever, or the guys, he has that like effect of like water dragon or whatever helping him, I guess, using whatever magic, demon slaying magic, which I think looks really cool. But it's a bit strange to have a character that has never been able to use these powers before suddenly the author from the author of the effects are pretty visual. Fair enough, that's fine. However, I will say there is a caveat to that, Halo. I wasn't privy to that information until just now. There isn't unless there's a disclaimer in it that says all of these things don't happen. But that's, you know, that's fair. The visuals can be just for the sake of it. Looks nice. I will give it that. It does look nice. I will be less harsh on it then. If the whole point is that it's just to make it look nice, I won't be mean to it. I will still say that it was going to be a bit strange that he had never had this effect before, and then the moment it isn't until he starts fighting that he sees that, you know. I would have expected that during the training arc, the training bit, there would have been a moment where he like feels it for the first time. That's the other thing, is that you don't see that moment where he like feels it, he gets it, you know. He just I got the point of the... I'm not that much of an idiot, Halo. I got that. I figured that out. I got to the end of the rock and was like, oh, that's what it is. The demons weren't real. Well, the ghosts were there training him, and he didn't kill the ghost because he beat the rock. I'm not an idiot. I'm not that much of an idiot. Like, I got that. I can figure that much out. It's anime at the end of the day. At no point did I go, oh, why is he having to break a rock? Like, I understand the idea of having to do something to get stronger. what I don't like, what I didn't really like, is that there's not really. It's like you have to break the rock. He goes, I can't break the rock. Then some ghosts say you can break the rock, and then he breaks the rock. Like, and like when he, so when the ghost shows up, when the ghost boy shows up at the end to be like, oh, he comes up with his actual sword, with an actual sword instead of the wooden sword, and he's like, and he's like being serious or whatever. Halo, I'm going to unmod you if you don't shut the fuck up. The fucking ghost shows up with with like its actual sword, and I forgot what I was saying now. Halo, fuck you. The no, so the ghost, like, the problem the problem there is that he's having trouble breaking the rock, and then the ghost shows up and begins to train him. He fights him and to be like, as a way of being like, yo, you're not strong enough to do this. And then the girl teaches him how to use like the breathing techniques or whatever, which I will admit the breathing techniques are also only kind of half mentioned. But I'm not going to complain too much. We're not. It's not like in Naruto where you have just like huge sections where it's like talking about chakra or whatever. But what ends up the way what I'm trying to say, what am I trying to say is the real question. I don't know anymore. But so like the ghosts show up. He fights the ghost, and the ghost beats him with his wooden sword. And then then the ghost is like, "It's up to you now," and passes it on to the small girl. The small girl then begins to train him, and you get a very short montage. But then we're told basically that like a year or so, or like half a year or so passes. Like you see that she's like correcting his breathing or whatever, and you see him cutting some bamboo or something, and then it kind of just goes, oh, and then 6 months passed, and then he fights he fights the ghost and wins. He's able to break the rock. And then that's like the end of the episode, I think. Or maybe it's the start. No, I think it's the end of the episode. And the start of the next episode, then he's like, oh, I was able to smell the line of advance or whatever made up term it was that was being used. I've got nothing against that. It's stupid, but it's like, it's anime, so whatever. But like at that point, it's implied that he's already figured that out. When I feel like it would have been nice to have watched it while he was training, watch him get to the point when he goes, "Oh, I've got it," and then it cuts to him challenging the ghost. Just spend a little bit of time so I get to like the character. I think that's also it, is that I have no attachment to this character. The guy, I know it's only in episode 4, but like, you see him scream about his sister, and then you find out that everyone in the town loves him, and then his family dies, and then you never hear about that town again, and and apparently we've spent 3 years with him. And it's like, I don't know anything about this person. They've just gone he's the protagonist, of course you like him route. And it's like, yeah, but everyone likes him. Like, no one likes Naruto at the start of Naruto. Everyone fucking hates Naruto. Naruto is going out of his way to be a little shit that everyone hates. And so very early on, you begin to like Naruto because no one likes him, and you begin to see him outside of the scope, out away from other people, and you begin to be like, oh no one likes Naruto. Like, yeah, this guy gets his fucking family killed, but then they immediately just forget. I know it sounds like his family dies and he's like really sad, and then the demon slayer is like, oh, you want to help your sister, go to fucking Mr. Miyagi and have him teach you how to use demon slaying arts, and they just forget that his family's dead. I mean, he doesn't, he brings it up a couple of times, but because, you know, I have to apparently elaborate on my own jokes, Halo, because apparently you don't understand. Fucking twat. They're just like wandering out. It's like been 2 days since their entire family has been murdered by a demon, and they're just like jovially walking around like, oh, no, yes, no, hello, can I borrow your basket? Yes. It's like, no, I must pay you for the basket. And it's like, his family just got killed in front of him. Like, he would be debilitated for days. Like, you don't just like brush that off. Who killed Tanjiro's family? Fucked if I know who Tanjiro is. Probably a demon anyway. I mean, either way, regardless of like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what. Fuck off. It doesn't matter what show it is. I'm not gonna care. What do you mean? Who killed his family? I don't fucking care. Quite frankly. Because it's like, who killed? Well, a demon did. But you know, it's like, oh, a demon killed his family, and there's a strange smell. Okay. The demon is potentially has corrupted his sister. What do you mean I didn't understand shit? What? Sorry, was there like did I just blank out a 40-minute fucking hyper realistic brutal murder scene where you see fucking Darth Maul come in and start ripping them apart or something? The old man is like, don't go outside, there's demons afoot. And so stay him here. And he's like, no, I don't want to do that. I got to go up the mountain. And the old man's like, no, you stay in here. I don't care. You will die to demons if you go out. To which he then is like, all right, sure, whatever. Morning comes, he walks up, goes, I smell blood. And so he walks up the mountain and finds his family dead, apart from his sister. I think it's his sister. I don't know if they're using I don't know how, because he refers to the old man as his granddad, but I don't know if that is actually his granddad or not, or if he's referring to granddad as another term for old man. And so he's looking around, doesn't see a demon because it's the middle of the day, so why would he? And so, well, he is in the middle of the day because they introduce they just very quickly go, well, the reason that she hasn't burnt up is because it's cloudy, which, fuck it, whatever, that's fine. And so, like, he can't, there's no demon left. He carries his sister away. She starts to attack him. Then the fucking events happen where the other demon slayer tries to kill him and whatever. What the fuck are you saying, Halo? What? Are you saying that I didn't understand that? So now you're just spoiling it. But that's the point. Is that I don't fucking care. Are you saying that I took everything at face value? I went, oh, that's fucking unfortunate that he had to stay home. I hope nothing bad happens. I knew his family was gonna die. I'm not fucking that illiterate. I saw the title Demon Slayer, and I saw that he had his sister in his bag for the fucking past, in every image that I'd ever seen of him. And I kind of went, oh, maybe there's something going on in his backstory. I kind of went, oh, it starts off the first 45 seconds of him running through his forest, through a forest bit, like with his sister on his back, and I went, oh, actually, you know what? I think nothing's gonna happen. I think that was a hallucination, and that doesn't happen. This is gonna be a fucking Bocce the Rock season 2. Well, what the fuck do you mean? It's like, of course there's gonna be something happening. It's fucking Demon Slayer. Of course he's going to go into of course the old man is going to go, don't go back to your house, there's demons afoot. Like, what kind of fucking show would it be if Tanjiro went up to the fucking family and died along with it? And it's not called Demon Slayer, it's called Demon Slayed. And it's 1 episode long, and it's 2 minutes. It's like, no, old man, I won't go back. I will go back to my house. Sorry. And he gets fucking blown away by the blizzard. Oops. What do you mean I have to go back? I just told you the story, Halo. I just went, this happened, and you went, no, that didn't happen. What you just said happened. I'm angry because Halo's an idiot. I bet you were doing this here. I bet this is why the. I bet this is the. I bet this is why the fucking the JoJo people called you every slur under the sun. I'm not an idiot here. I didn't, I didn't, I fucking, like what, I don't know what to say to you, Halo, because you think that what you're arguing is that, you know, old man says, don't go into the woods at night, don't stay here or else you might die to a demon, or like the blizzard or whatever the fuck. Yeah, you're like, oh, that, and you think that that's like comprehensive storytelling that requires a degree in engineering, in literary engineering to figure out. No, a 4-year-old could. A 4-year-old hears the fucking sound of Swiper coming in Dora the Explorer and goes, "Oh, Dora's coming. Swiper's coming. I better be afraid." Sasage-yo, Sasage-yo, Shinzo wo Sasage-yo. See? Fascinating gets it. I did get. I just explained everything that happened in the fucking episode. I explained everything that happened, and you assumed that because I didn't say every minute detail that I didn't understand every minute detail. When there's a little thing called brevity. I just cut out the fat that didn't need to be there. When I go to the fucking shop, I don't tell you about every step I take. I say I went to the shop, I bought condoms, and I started putting rats in them. Like, I don't explain anything else. It's how I smuggle them. I put them in condoms and shove them up my arse. They don't get picked up on metal detectors. Oh. It's not important what happened. It's Halo trying to trick me, trying to gaslight me into thinking I'm an idiot. No, the episode was mid. My argument isn't even that the show is bad. My argument is that the episode is mid. I'm arguing that it's mid, and Halo is arguing that actually no, it's slightly higher than mid. I don't even know what Halo thinks of the anime. I didn't even ask. Halo's probably got a fucking Tanjiro cosplay. Duh, duh, duh. No, I haven't met the Pigman yet. At least, I mean, it could be. Halo could have said anything about those characters because I fucking I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that that's the character's name because I just don't learn characters' names in any show. I couldn't even tell you the names of like the characters in fucking Berserk. No, I could. I only just tell you like two, and that's Guts and Puck. I know Shinji, I know Asuka, and I know the other one. Yeah, Misato. I think that's the third child. Um, you agree with me? It's mid. You just. I didn't make a stupid argument. The argument was sound. My argument was that this girl is asleep and it's not said. That's my argument is that's why that's a bad all they needed to do was have her collapse. That was it. Like they could have had her. That was all it needed. They needed. It isn't. I just watched it. But it's not. I just watched it to prove you the point. It's not set. Either way, even if yeah, fucking the definitely legitimate version of it that I'm watching is like fucking had a scene cut out of it. I don't fucking know. Like the fact of the matter is that either way, it goes. There is no scene. Like even if it's said that, like it has. First of all, what you are arguing has to have been said prior. Yeah, which may have happened. What you're arguing, because you're doing the fucking Republican school of debating and just making shit up and allowing everyone else to figure out what's going on. You've just announced that it's explained somewhere without saying when, so it could be before or after. If it's after, it's completely your point is null. Yeah, if it comes after, your point is null. If it came before, you've got more to stand on. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. But there is still no either way. If on going back to the idea that you don't really get any investment in the character. If at some point he is told that demons have to eat people or else they or else they eventually fall unconscious, yeah, which we can go on the assumption that Nezuko hasn't eaten anyone. Yeah, that seems to be the premise, is that she hasn't eaten anyone and so has fallen unconscious as a result of that. Why isn't there a scene of that happening? Like not I mean, my problem is the way it's shown. My problem is that she's shown as being awake and in the basket, and then she's asleep. But that's it. What do you mean? What do you mean? How did I miss it? Because it's not said. What do you mean? Clearly, it's so you don't know it. I can't. How am I supposed to know? You're just making it up. You still refuse to prove me wrong. You refuse to prove me with other than just you're saying it. Your sources trust me, bro. I want to know that it happens before. That's all. And it doesn't take away from the fact that it just kind of, he just doesn't feel, he doesn't feel concerned about his sister. I'll see it when I watch the show. I should have seen it now. I'm 4 episodes in and she's been unconscious the whole time. Hello, what we're talking about happened in episode 1 or 2. That is 40 minutes at most. I mean, he technically is. He has spoiled one thing. I don't know if I'm gonna continue watching it or not, though. There is still, either way, I do. I'm trying. I don't know. Fuck it. Maybe it does. I mean, let's talk about WoW. Well, you're buying a new SSD to get the loading screens down, Maya. You're part of the 1% now of WoW. Oh, excuse me. You're part of the World of Warcraft 1%. I never did manage to beat the final 2 bosses of the raid. What about the fact that I won't be able to buy a house? Well, not if you don't. Not if you don't donate £400,000 to me. I stream for at least 3 hours a week. That should be worth something. I wouldn't have been able to. Even if I did have a fucking job, I wouldn't have been able to buy a house anyway. That's just that's an economy thing. What's this making? Oh, I've been making these the whole time. Didn't even notice. Da 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 da. Yep. There we go. You threw the Twitter about one, but she wagered that the new motherboards will have more than one motherboard slot. Wait, whatever that fucking M2 slot. I don't fucking. It's fucking. It's computer magic. I managed to get a second piece to my armor set in WoW, so I do have my first bonus for Death Knight, which is at least that's something. It's not much. It's just a 8% boost to damage through runic spending abilities, but da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. I'm done with thinking about I almost said Danganronpa. I can't remember what it was called. Demon Slayer. I've ran out of anger towards it. Because I'm angry for no reason. But yeah. That's it's impressive. It was being a nonce. You know, for a long time I didn't know that nonce meant pedo. I just thought it meant strange person. Okay, this is... Yeah, just making them. Oh, you fucking nonce. Ugh. Now that the Keystone dungeons have opened up in WoW, my interest in it has kind of diminished a little bit. I liked it when it was just people doing mythic, just regular mythics. Now that now that Keystone has opened up, it's just the competitiveness has come back into it, and I'm not really as interested. Da 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 da. What was I don't even know what I was doing in this game. Oh, I was getting iron pipes. There's some. But there we go. Take that. We're gonna put that in here so we can unlock the Xeno Basher. Go. What do I need for it? I need things that I don't have. Okay.
The Xeno Basher is a direct upgrade from the Xeno Zapper. In the words of the engineers,
I'm out of breath now.
This tool, quote, the Zapper kind of electrocutes things. The Basher straight up smacks stuff while also electrocuting them. Unquote.
What am I trying to do? I'm trying to make. I need to make. Where are they? Over here. I need these. Because I need to make a few of these to turn. To make the Xeno Basher. Hard day's work yelling on the internet. See, this is why I wouldn't have. This is actually why I won't be able to stream full time, because I'd just end up getting. It'd just be that eventually. But I'd be yelling about things that I just like for the sake of it. Look at my fucking nose. I was looking. I took a picture of my shadow the other day because I was looking at it and I was ashamed of it. My shadow looks stupid. I'm gonna become the new Rooster Teeth Michael, just screaming for the sake of it. Honestly, it's a good. I can see why like YouTubers get popular, because screaming is most YouTubers do just scream all the time, and that gets them, makes them popular. Look, here's a picture of my shadow. Look how stupid it looks. My shadow looks. I have a horrible looking shadow. I look like those long neck things that are in Star Wars. Go away. There's people that there are people that can just yell on command as well. That's the impressive part. Okay. So what else did I need for this? I needed more pipes, some wire, and 2 of these. There's gonna be more pipe for that guy. Da 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 da. Get that. Peanuts are nice to eat with a spoon. That sounds like that sounds heretical to do, but does seem like it would be a good idea. Okay, no, stop. It doesn't sound like something you should be doing, but it doesn't necessarily also sound like something you can't do. Yeah, you just shoveling them down. That's why you should use chopsticks instead. Then you eat them slow and you keep your fingers clean. I need steel production. Put that in here because I don't think I need the Xeno Zapper if I've got the Basher. There we go. Now I've got a proper weapon. I'll beat the natives to death with this. Okay. Just get a just get like one of those bottles that they like a hamster feed, a hamster watering bottle. But like don't have the little ball in the end and just fill it with peanuts so you can just suck on it. Can I not stack those? Apparently not. Okay, so I have to start we need to start making things. I need modular frames, which require so much shit. Everything in this game is fucking tedious. I think that's one of the things that I don't like. One of the reasons why I like Factorio more than this is because, like, it's great. Like, as good as this is, as nice as it looks and as cool as it is to have all the different things around, in Factorio, if you need to do anything, you don't have to, like... You can just see it all. It's like it's all right laid out in front of you, easy for you to begin to work on. I want to go and get whatever plates I've got. I'm missing over here. Wait, I can just grab some from here because I'm not using all these yet. There you go. Okay. Because I need... Over there is... We've got stuff over there. Here is only producing things relatively slowly. So I could probably like siphon some of those off. I can siphon some of those off from there. And then, because I've already forgotten, where is what I want? Crafting bench. What that? Put that there for the time being. Because what I would like, what I'm going to need, I need modular frames. So I need to start making modular frames. And that requires pipes and plates. And I have pipes, and I also have plates. But I don't think... How many have I'm overproducing pipes here, okay? I know they're rods, not pipes, but they look like pipes, so I'm calling them pipes. If you don't like that I call them pipes, make your own Twitch channel and call them rods. And maybe you can have good opinions about anime and gaming. Okay. Hello! That's workplace harassment. If I had a HR, they would be the first to know. HR are basically just the Inquisition, really, aren't they? Okay. I want to mix those together and put them in a assembler. It's fine. Not going to get annoyed. I used all my, I used like 3 weeks worth of energy shouting about. I keep wanting to say Jujutsu Kaisen. About Demon Slayer. I don't think I'm gonna have any energy for the next like 3 weeks. That is the one flaw of Breadcorp, is the fact that it is written in the Breadcorp constitution that HR is is not allowed. It's like, you know, on one hand it's on one hand it's great, but on the other hand, you know, it would be very useful to have a HR department. Okay. This here is producing a lot. It's in the Constitution. It's in the Bread Corp Constitution. It's not the Bread Corp list of rules is no. It's not just a list of rules. It is the Bread Corp Constitution. There we go. You know how oh, what is it? Who is it? What's it called? Cool Shirts, which is like they're not powering this. I just didn't say it. The t-shirt company, or the clothing company Cool Shirts, which is like affiliated with like Cold Ones or whatever, and a lot of Australian YouTubers. They have a hat that's like that fish copy pasta about fish fearing me or whatever. They have a hat and it's like really fucking long. I'm gonna do that but with a t-shirt and have a really long t-shirt that has every single rule on it. And it costs like 90 quid. Because it's YouTuber merch, so it has to. That I could turn back time, because now the good is all mine. Can't live without the trust from those you love. Fuck it, let's put another one down. If it don't work, it don't work. We're missing materials. We're missing my fucking arsehole in a minute. Okay. Okay, assembler. Yeah, no, yeah, that's right. Put it up. Yeah, that'll do. Tumbling down, tumbling down. Okay. Yeah, good enough. And then put that there. To there. You're gonna have to add some more space to the rules soon. The rules are they are a great tome. There hasn't been many new rules recently. Race to World First has started. What would happen? Like, what do you think would happen if some, like, just random anonymous guild that's actually really good at the game just secretly came along and sniped it? I assume it tells everyone on the server when it happens. Like, the first people to get to finishing Mythic. Like how the first of every class gets announced to everyone to get to max level. So I assume that they do the same thing for Mythic. Like, what if some, like, anonymous guild that no one's heard of just managed to beat Mythic? Not necessarily that they were going out of their way to do it, but maybe they were. But they're not like streamers or anything. They are just people who play the game and managed to get Mythic before anyone else. Just imagine, like, just on the live streams of all, like, the top guilds doing it. They're all racing towards it, and then just out of nowhere it just pops up. It's like the it's like the guild. It's like the unofficial. Or, like, yeah, what if it was an unofficial group of friends, like the group in Log Horizon? Down, letting me down, letting me down. All right, so it isn't necessarily as possible to do it to build it up into split it up into 3. So I'll keep that like that. Da-na-na-da. You can get progress through the API, so you can't sneak up on it on the boss like that. Can't, as in, is that information just freely available to anyone without having to like pull it first? That is that you could find out. You would know that there's someone there. You could find that information without having to know their name first. There are fiends pulling it frequently. Ugh. The amount of information available to the average WoW player is too much. Like, I know it makes sense, but you can get like some right snitches. Like when I was doing the when I was doing the raid, this is obviously a somewhat good use for it. But when I was running the trying to do the raid on one of the bosses, we beat it and didn't get 4 pieces of loot. We only got 3, and so one of the guys like shouted up like, "All right, who was saved to the boss?" And obviously no one owned up to it because no one wanted to own up to it. Even though I did on the first one when I was saved, but I didn't know what it meant at first, so I was like, it'll probably be fine. I didn't know it was going to limit everyone's gear, but you know, I said that it was me. I was like, it was me. I was like, all right, listen, it may have been me. But yeah, so like no one owned up to it, and then the guy was like, fine, I'm checking Raider.io. And then like spent the entirety of his clearing trash looking up everyone's name on Raider.io just to try and figure out who it was that saved, and then kicked the person who it was. It's like, I get it. I get that that's something you can, that in that instance, it's like, yeah, it's a bit strange, but it makes sense. But then also it's like, I feel like just having that much information isn't enough. It's kind of like too much information to have. But like, to be fair, to be fair, like in it, there are times where during that raid specifically, during that attempt that I was in that group, what would happen is one of the guys, someone would leave for one reason or another, and then we'd get someone new in, and it would turn out that they're saved to the boss. Yeah. And so what happened is eventually, when someone would leave and we'd have to get someone new in, one of the raid members would ask, they'd say, "Are you saved to this boss?" To which they would say yes or no. And at that point, if you ask them straight up, "Are you saved to this boss?" and they say yes, then you can say, "Oh, sorry, we can't. We want someone who isn't." And it's like, it's all cordial. You can get rid of them early on without having to, get annoyed at them. But like the one time that they didn't, the one time that they just got some random guy in and was like, all right, let's go. That's when it happened. And it's like, of course it's going to happen if you didn't ask. That's the first time no one asked. I don't think it's completely, like bad to not declare it straight up. Because I would imagine there's a lot of people in WoW who don't know that that's something they have to do. Like, they just don't understand saving. Because I didn't know that being saved to a boss meant that it counts you as being as a member of the group, but not. It doesn't count you as, because you're not part of the loot pool. You're not counted. It doesn't count you as being eligible. So it doesn't count you to it doesn't count you as one of the members. That's why that's why when I saw someone being like, "Oh, we're doing a fresh run," I was like, "Oh yeah, I could do that." I've only fought the first boss because I was like, that's just what I assumed. Ugh. I don't know what am I doing? Okay, so I made a production line for these cube things. I've got a production line for things now. It's not an efficient production line, but I am slowly making these now, as well as all of these. But this here isn't getting enough rotors for some reason. Yet this one is, or maybe it isn't. Why aren't we getting rotors? Okay, rotors are being made. Okay. Hi, Siggy. You had two options on your Twitch front page. One, just chatting streamer with big honkers who is showing some nice cleavage, and me. I better not make you regret your choice. Well, I could get. I don't think I don't think I can compete with titties. I don't think I can compare to titties. It's just it's unfortunate, isn't it? Really. No matter how no matter how entertaining one person may be, you're never going to be able to compare to just some perfect plumpers. Da, 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 da. Do you ever get a joke that's decided to come and start yourself just in time? Sometimes, but I don't usually. I often times don't actually stop myself, and I just end up saying it. Like that time that I said that I don't want to catch cerebral palsy off of a cerebral palsy man that I was working with. I was like, "Don't cough on me. Don't cough on me. I don't want to get what you've got." And I thought he started to cry. Ta-da. I better get the great carrot debate. Oh. The thing is that it has a fucking that has a what is it? That has a definitive. Not the carrot debate has a has like that is stupid, but the screaming and shouting about whatever it was we were screaming and shouting about, like that has a conclusive answer that could be found that both of us just refuse to go and find. And I don't want Demon Slayer fans coming and calling me slurs. I don't want Demon Slayer fans like knocking on my door and threatening to kill me. Won't they? Da, 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 da. So I shouldn't include that bit where I say that JoJo is mid. I shouldn't have that. I shouldn't include that bit where I go on a big tangent about how JoJo is mid. JoJo is mid and actually supports slavery. Honestly, they'd probably agree with the support slavery bit, whether it's true or not. They'd just go, "Yeah, all right." They strike me as the sort of fans that would shit post like that. Demon Slayer fans have a driving license. It is true. They are all under the age of 14. See, honestly, I feel like that could annoy them more. Calling Demon Slayer fans being all under the age of 14, I feel like that could annoy them more than me saying it's mid. You spelled it right the first time. Da, 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 da. I bet that, to be fair, I would be surprised. I imagine they're all the sort of they're the sort of people that tweet that they don't like Berserk because it's too fucking gruesome. MHA, Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer fans are all normies. Hey, I like My Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen does fight scenes well though. That's just fun. And so is My Hero Academia, really. And to be fair, I just like Deku. He's just a nice character. Da, 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 da. What's those mangas and bad endings? I have mentioned a number of manga, and I don't know which one you're referring to. Yeah, it's true. Just leave it going. Just do it. Just do what One Piece does. I have other tastes that disqualify me from being a normie, like all the incest anime I said you watched. I haven't watched many. I've watched a few. I've watched Kiss Exist several times, and the Irregular Magic High School. Have I watched any other ones? I also like, I like non-incest things like Insomnia after school, Insomniacs after school. I think that alone like qualifies me as not being a normie. Just because I feel like most anime fans probably haven't even heard of Insomniacs after school. Da 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 da. Da, da. Sorry, I look old. I fucking feel it. Da, da. Are they still making are people still making incest anime? I don't pay attention. The thing is, I do only really look at the more normie anime now, just because I just don't really have it in me to go looking for the weird stuff. Like when I was a young pervert, just finding out about anime, I saw Kiss Exist and saw it was an ecchi. Like, I would actively seek out ecchis when I was younger. I don't know what anime that is in both of those instances. But what's this second one about? Boinking your sister? Don't look into why I cared more about that one than Magic Knight Ray Earth. Oh, I have actually. I also read an entire manga that was about fucking your sister. Now that I realise it. No, it wasn't a hentai. It was an actual manga. It wasn't very good in the end. It was called Evergreen. I've mentioned it in the past. I've mentioned it before, so I won't go too far into it. But that was a story about a guy fucking his sister. Well, he didn't. They didn't fuck. That was the whole point, was that they didn't. Back in your young days, you read some fucked up manga. You really are rolling the dice when it comes to manga as to whether or not it's going to be good or not. Back when, back when Maya used to go to ye olde tapestry shop. And would get rolled up tapestries of intercourse. I actually want to drink more. I do like that my collection of things here do kind of imply that I am a normie, because I've got Naruto stuff, I've got Attack on Titan stuff, I've got My Hero Academia stuff, I've got some Tokyo Ghoul there, just out of frame. I've got some Sword Art Online. I actually own some of the Sword Art Online manga. And then like I've got Gundam and Zelda stuff. I do have actually Salacious cave paintings. Oh, did you find fucking bush porn? I've never experienced the finding of bush porn before, because I really was. It is just gone now. You just don't find it anymore. I do have a Nendoroid of the main character from the irregular Magic High School. So that's how much of not a normie I am, because I have such a random fucking Nendoroid. It's covered in dust. You know, you can see how much fucking dust is covered in. Look at it. That's it without dust. That's it with dust. It's been in the top of my shelf. Oh, it's just... Oh. It's just been nothing but dust. Oh, it's everywhere. I shouldn't have blown on it. I also have... I have a lot of Nendoroids. I have so many Nendoroids. You know, you can see on my Naruto shelf, I've got that one. There's two there. There's one behind Gaara. There's two there. There's one in the middle there. I have two Naruto ones, because I've got Naruto in his special form. There's four more there. There's one out of frame there. I have two. I've got two My Hero Academia ones that are out of frame. I do not have the Tsutomaru one. I'm gonna sneeze at this. It was a canon moment for you. The manga was Narutaru. Don't read it, I'll hate it. I want to know what it is though, so I'm gonna look it up. I want to find out how much of a fucking pervert you are. You know what? Looking at it, I don't really know what I'm looking at, but it's got a 6.3 on IMDb. Hoshi Nasai. Anatana Subetic. Oh, 12 volumes. Plot. The protagonist of the series is a 12-year-old girl named Shina Tamai. She bonds with a starfish-shaped dragon child, whom she calls Hoshimaru. The series is mainly about the interaction between Shina and other young people who have also bonded with dragons. Oh, so it's just like Pokemon. That's all the information about the plot on Wikipedia. That's it. That's the entire plot is 2 sentences on Wikipedia. 3 actually. You're superior to me because of that. What? Yeah, but I've got Gaara, and Gaara's cooler. I also have 4 ones here. There's one behind the Austin Powers gear. I got 4 Attack on Titan ones. I got the guy that I've got Tetsuya. I think that's his name, from Regular Magic High School. Then I've got the girl from New Game. Then I've got the 2 main characters from Kaguya-sama Love is War, which I'm actually listening to one of the intros to right now. And then I've got Link and Zelda just over there from Breath of the Wild. I actually have Link from Majora's Mask as well. Da, 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 da. Ba, Better. That's the most normie thing that. One of the most normie things that I own. Thinking about it. And it's this fucking shitty plastic keyring that I've got. It's just got a picture of Deku saying the word Smash. I don't really know why Japan loves these types of merchandise, but for some reason they really do. And they're all terrible. It even says Campos on it. I don't know what that's for. I don't know why that's there. But for some reason, Japan really likes acrylic sheets with anime pictures on them, and I don't know why. I once worked with a woman whose daughter was into anime, and she apparently, I think she spent what I would consider an ungodly amount of money getting Yuri on Ice acrylic sheets from Japan imported. I think it was Yuri on Ice. I say ungodly because it's ungodly like compared to what they are. Like this is like less than 10p's of acrylic. This is nothing. And so it's like stupidly cheap, and they probably come from gachapon machines. And apparently this girl like spent like, I don't know, 40 quid getting them across to the UK, probably more. I didn't buy this though. I got this for free. When I bought my when I bought one of my Hero Academia Nendoroids or something, when I bought something My Hero Academia related, the seller included this as a little bonus. I really liked that seller. They always included little bonus things when you'd order from them. They had a very dodgy looking website. Like I took a risk ordering from them, but they turned out to be quite nice. I got a collection of different things on here. Just my Dragon. I've got Frieza and little Naruto on it as well. They were attached to my bag when I went to college, so everyone around me knew how much of a weeb I was. And now I'm older, and now I'm embarrassed about having them. So I've got one on my key though, but I've taken them off any bags that I have. I actually don't have a bag. I need to get one of those. To be fair, if I did buy a bag, I probably would attach something like the little Naruto or something to it, just for the sake of it. You know, it's nice to show off what you like. Oh, it's come back. Okay, where was I? I need... Not that. I need to... I need these things over here. These are like barely making anything. Yeah, that's fine. This here... I don't know. I didn't need to grab that, but I've grabbed it now. Did I actually grab what I want? Yeah, I did. Okay. I haven't bought any anime merchandise in a long time. Unless you count manga, but I don't really. Like, you could. But it's not really the same. I just don't know where to buy it from anymore as part of it. Because the place that I've mentioned it in the past, the place that I used to buy it from, was being a little shit, and eventually went bust. But they kind of presumably went bust. They had to have gone bust, having known they were going to go bust. But we're still updating their website and taking orders, and so like you could put a pre-order in, and you could put pre-order in, and they were advertising like new products and things. And so if you bought any of them, if you ordered any of them, you just wouldn't get anything. Which was annoying because up until that point they were good, and they basically stole over £100 from me. da 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 da. Put that in there. Good. Okay, so now I just need concrete and those things. Hup. Concreto. I'm still fucking out of breath from yelling. I'm fucking... Oh, it's a tree. Okay, so I need more rotors, but I'm not actually... Oh, is it motors or rotors? I don't know. Rotors. I need more rotors, but I'm not actually creating an excess of them. I don't even think I'm making... oh no, I am making enough of them, I think. No, I'm not. I'm not making enough rotors. So I need more rotors. But why... It's producing 4 per minute. But why is it not... This here needs 2 per minute. So I'm producing 4 per minute. It is being produced around 4 per minute. Yet, for some reason, this is not getting them at 4 per minute. Whatever. Okay. Let's work on making some more rotors then. Rotor. Rotodyne. Yeah, Rotodyne? Wait, what's a Rotodyne? Rotodyne's a type of aircraft. It's like a helicopter, but where the propellers don't actually spin. Oh, well, no, they're not powered. It's just like a big helicopter where the propellers spin just by just by the force of the aircraft moving. It causes the propellers to spin, and that keeps it in the sky. So you just need like an initial little bit of power to get it moving. But then once it's moving, the actual motion of the vehicle keeps the propeller going. Do I use the Oxford comma? Maybe. I don't really know. I don't know what an Oxford comma is, I guess. Okay. Okay, so to make rotors, I need things. Oh, so much fucking shit in this game. I don't think I was ever taught what an Oxford comma was. So to make rotors, I need to go back and figure out how to make rotors. How do I make rotors? Oh, I actually remember that. Rotors are iron rods and screws. Okay. Iron rods and screws. Iron rods and screws. Iron rods and screws. Countdown, ladies, sing this down. Okay. I've got an extra little bit of iron here, and I've still got the other... Oh, you can slide. It's like fucking Call of Duty. Look at me go. Fucking shit, baby, bro. Fucking bring it. Okay. Let's go and fly a kite. Foundations. About there. Build this out. I'll get these. This here, I will use to produce. I need more cable, more wire, aren't I? Is an Oxford comma the comma that comes like at the end of a list or something? Constructor. Go to constructor. Got a constructor here. I think I can have 3 constructors from this. Because I need to make metal rods. I need to make iron rods, and the iron rod is then used to make screws. So iron rods is 15, and this here is producing 30, so it isn't 3, it's 22. That's fine though. Iron rod. Oops. Let's go get some wire, because I'm going to need it. Hup, hup. I could, to be fair, I could just unedited put the Demon Slayer rant up. Just cut it out and slap it on as a fucking highlight reel. Yeah, it'd be lazy, but at least it'd be preserved. Hup. Okay. Put the... I want a splitter here. Okay, so that goes here. That's going to turn into 30 iron rods. I then want to, I think, collapse that into one conveyor. Igmaria did fuck off, whatever. Okay. Let's build out the platform a little bit more. Concrete. Ugh. Fine. I need more of it to make power poles as well. It's fine. So then that's a constructor. Don't need. No, wait, I do need that. Can I to turn those into screws? And I need quite a few screws for this. So I can do that, that, and then that. I think it's 3 screw makers for every one of every 2 of those, I think. Splitter. Go. Good. Screw. Yeah, it is. That's iron rod. Good. Good. So there you go. That's now making screws. I then need to make more iron rods. I need to make even more iron rods from somewhere. So, over there probably. I'm going to get some concrete so I can actually build and make things that I might need. And hope for the best. Might have a bit of chocolate orange. Just to fucking keep me going. You know. It's what I live off of. It's what I'm fueled by. Hey. It's not all like stuck together so I can actually open it. Although I did drop it on the desk just now, so it could be that. Over my lifetime, I've witnessed the shrinkflation. I've witnessed shrinkflation in action over chocolate oranges. Each segment used to be fucking full, and now it's like fucking not. So I'm trying to put it in front of the camera that's not there. You're finally getting into witness protection. Congratulations. What did you witness? Ah. Is that something that the Vatican don't want you seeing or something? Concrete. Did he descend from the heavens to deliver a kick that could shatter bones into the crotch of Indiana Jones? But is that why? Because you don't want him to deliver a kick that could shatter bones into the crotch of Maya Flow. What am I doing here? Oh, I went to get concrete. This is the ultimate showdown. The ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see. And only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown. The ultimate destiny. That would be that should be preserved. That's the sort of thing that they should have on the fucking Victini spacecraft or whatever they spent to the Andromeda, sent like into the space. That's what they should have. That's what they should have sent. Not that golden record that had like the Beatles on it or whatever. And like the unsolicited nudes. They should have just sent. They should have sent a USB stick with a flash file of the ultimate showdown. They didn't have USB sticks back then. Well, we fucking have got them now. Send one up. We should be blasting it. Send it on repeat. Just radio wave it. We don't even need to use the USB stick anymore. The second coming was pretty uneventful. Vatican got him to him first, but the third coming got out of hand. To be fair, their power had been diminished dramatically from the second time. Okay. It took a lot it took a lot for them to restrain him. Okay. Go. Look. It was the legal fallout, wasn't it? That was the problem. They had to empty the Vatican's coffers to pay for the legal team. After it was discovered that the Vatican did do that. It's like it's understandable. Like, I've seen Evangelion. I know what will happen when Jesus Christ comes back for the third time. Or well, it was for the second time really, but I know what will happen. So it's like it's for the greater good of humanity, but you can't really be telling people why these toddlers and why these babies are being smothered. Okay, go. Do you mind? Smeltery. Just like put it here and here. Yep. There and there. So that will then do the usual fucking thing. We'll produce iron from that, and iron from that at 30 each. You're bound to chains on your ankles that grow heavier with every step. The infinite amount of sand will be your tomb. What's this fucking... What's this emo song you're writing? Da, da, da. I then want to turn some of these into... Da, 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 da. I want to turn that into 2 of these. Like that. Like that. Go. Then I want constructor here. This is just for temporariness. I want this to make iron plates. And then just like spaffing them into here. Let's do that. Okay. This here should be making iron rods. And then we can take iron rods. And we'll merge those. I could just make more iron rods. I might need to. I could make 60 of them. Because here's going to be making 120 screws. And I'm going to be using those in an assembler somewhere. But I need rotors to make the assembler, which I don't have. Ugh. Can I make rotors here? Yeah, I can. Okay, so 25 screws and 5 rods make a rotor. 50, 4 of those. Wait, no, 2, 4, 6, 8. How many rotors can I make? How many? I'm making 120 screws here. And then 30 down there. I'm going to do some quick math. Or at least I'm going to think about doing some quick math. 120 screws. That's the campaign slogan that I'm going to be working on. 120 screws. 30 rods. And so I could make 5. No, I couldn't. I could make 4. I made 2 actually of what I've got. No, wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I could make like 4 rotor makers. Probably, maybe. I think I make 4. I can make more, but with my very brief rounding, with some very vague rounding, I can make 4. It might be able to go up to 5, but I don't know how to split it into 5. So I don't know how to split the conveyor belt equally into 5. So I'm just going to do it into 4. Da, da, da. But I'm going to need... I've got rotors, okay. Da, 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 da. Where's some Metal Fest lineup in memes? Fuck is Metal Fest? Oh wait, is that... I bet they're the best. I bet Party Cannon are the best. See, all death metal bands all have logos like that are all horrible and like so scratchy, and no one knows what they say because they do that because everyone's like, they think they have to. But I think there needs to be more variety, and there needs to be more party cannons in the world. Okay, do this, this, and this. You're not a fan, but you respect their hustle. Well, you've got to at least they're unique. At least they're doing something different. in their in their title, but that's they're doing the I'm not like other girls, but for death metal. Ba 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 da 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 ba da 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 da. Yeah, but better, bigger, bigger. How am I doing for electricity? I haven't been paying attention. I'll be fine. Da 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 da. I'd love to be some guy making factories back in the the late 1800s. I'd love to be. Just think of the cool factories that I would make if I was the designer of a factory in the Victorian era. It'd be perfect. These all use the same amount of metal, don't they? Yeah. Oh, excuse me, my lord. Oh, right again. Can you move out of the way? Thank you. Thank you. Why don't they attack the big creature? Oh, it's got fucking 2 combo. There we go. Oh, that's actually better. I hope I didn't hurt this thing. No, I didn't. There we go. Do that and that. I'm already out of concrete. I just need concrete. My horse for some concrete. Da 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 da. Okay. We need more cables. That's what you think. What do you think? What do you think this is? Eh? That's a horse. Right there. A bag of concrete, and I'll give you a horse mug. Dun, 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 dun. I could also just go to one of the fields nearby that have a horse in it and just say that it's yours now. Like, just because if I go to a random field with a horse in it and say you can have that horse and then you steal it, but it's not my fault. Like, I can't get in trouble for that because you're the one that didn't actually check. Selling my concrete from here to there is probably more expensive than buying a horse. Well, you're the one that decided to send the concrete instead of just buying a horse. 3. Actually, I won't put it somewhere else. Assemble it. There we go. It's not the purchase, it's the maintenance. That's why people scam the horse girls to care for them. Well, no, aren't the horse girls the ones buying them? Like, if the horse girls weren't buying them, no one would be breeding them. In the modern era, horses are useless. So, I want to use a merger here. To merge these 3. Like, you might be able to turn them into glue, but I don't really know if you need to, like, look after them for that. It's rich people to buy a horse and then then get the horse girls to pay them to tend to the horse. Does that mean that at any moment the horse girls can the old people can requisition the horses back? Around here, it's mostly just the rich people that own the horses. Like there aren't really horse girls looking after them. It's just the horses themselves. In like their own little private field that could be used for housing. There are several fields nearby that just have like 1 or 2 horses in them. That could be like those fields could fit at least 10 houses in each. And they've got like 2 horses in them. Like, if those rich people sold that horse, or like, you know, just left the gate open and just hoped for the best, they could get so much money just selling that land. But no, they've got a horse on it instead. Actually, it might be part of the green belt, so they might not be able to build on it. But in theory, you know, and if it is part of the green belt, then it might be classified as the grey belt or something like that, because it's like roads nearby. So it's very possible that Keir Starmer might be opening that up to build on. That's the thing. Your belt's brown. I've got a black belt. Look. You know the best part about this belt is so it used to belong to my dad. And so you can see like some of the notches are a little bit stretched on it because it used to belong to my dad. But like those there are like the holes that are like pre-drilled into it. When I requisitioned this off my dad, um, none of the belt holes. Instead of having to like drill new holes to like over here, I had to drill holes here because it was too long and they weren't actually holes that were in the right place for me because I was too thin. So I had to force it through, and in fact I had to do two. You can see that there's two holes there because there wasn't enough. That's just how thin I was. I was so thin that I didn't have trousers that fit because I needed work trousers. But because workmen are generally bigger, there weren't any trousers that were the right size for me, so I had to get ones that were too big, and then I had to get a belt. I probably could have bought a smaller belt, but that would have been more money, wouldn't it? And my dad had one, so. It's fun to pretend to be an idiot and drop those kinds of comments every now and then. It makes the world simpler. I think I don't know if I need any more concrete since no, I would do because it's gonna still need the things. And split that. There and there. Like that and that, and there, into there, into there, into there. But yeah, so yeah, if you own a horse, like you could make a nice little bit of money selling the horse to like a sushi restaurant or like a glue factory, or both actually, because I think the two places would use different parts of the horse. So sell like the meat to sell the meat to a sushi place, and then sell the bones and the hooves and teeth and everything to a glue factory, and then sell the land, or even just rent the land out. You'd probably have to sell it, or you could you could invest your own money, God forbid, in a project to build houses and then rent them out. And just think about how much money they'd have. That's my goal in life. My goal is to buy a horse so I can then sell it to a glue factory. Okay. They probably rent it from the government. Actually, no, they wouldn't. There's no fucking government land anymore. It's all owned by private people. Okay. Okay, so we got this. These here this here should be making rotors. It will make rotors, I should say. I want to become a big YouTuber so that I can get loads of money and buy loads of land and just sit on it. Both from an investment point of view and a literal point of view. I can't remember what the button is. There's a button to open up the there's a button to change the building that you're. Oh, it's E. Okay, there we go. I don't really care, but I've changed my mind now. But but you know, it might be useful. I don't know why I said change my mind. I don't know what I've changed my mind to, but you know, you get the idea. Da 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 da. Should we play is in the way? No, I'm not. Oops. I may have made this a little bit too high. I have definitely made it too high. Okay, so do this, then I want to split it. I actually want to get rid of that. Put that into there. Put that into there. And then I'm going to want to split it again. And split it there. Fuck off. Bring it over here. What do you mean? It's barely in the way. Come on. It worked a minute ago. There. There we go. Perfect. Nothing wrong with this. I think it's very obvious how this works. You know what they say? Talk shit, get smacked in the head by a spade. That's... There is a common saying. There's a common saying around these parts. Alright, so let's start. I'm gonna have to start adding electricity to all this. It's not gonna be too difficult. There. Just fucking there. Connect these two together so I don't forget to connect this to like the main powered grid. Put that there. And just, yeah, that'll do. Connect that. That to there. 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 And there. Okay. There. There. And then see, I think it's good that I don't have a million billion people watching me playing games like this, because just look at how annoyed people would get if I was playing this in front of more than like a couple people. I can imagine like I can imagine being able to watch my follower count go down actively while playing a game like this. Okay. There. And then more of this. I wonder what the longest is, and then I wonder what the actual longest is, because there'll be a Guinness World Record for it somewhere. But you know, as I was made aware of in the Tommy Tallarico video, I am, you know, you can just pay and they'll give you a record. So I wonder what like the actual record is. It's probably made by some like German sausage maker in like the 1500s. Making Das Longenwiener. Because I suppose depending on the way that you're making it, the length of a sausage can only be made as long as the intestines of the sheep is. Because that's like how they did. Maybe nowadays when with like synthetic sausage skins, maybe you could have one that's really long and it just keeps going. But like historically, the length of a sausage could only be as long as a sheep's intestine or whatever intestine you were using. No, but how do you connect them together? You'd have to tie them together if you wanted to connect them, but then that would be the end of the sausage. Yeah, but what would stop them from sliding out of each other? You use super glue. There's like insanely large foods that... That is true, you could use the horse glue. I mean the horse glue and the horse glue and sausage market. Oh wait, this here needs to be different. This one needs to be the Mark II. There we go. We haven't. I don't think we've relaxed the food safety laws just yet. Right. Currently, people are annoyed. Well, it was a while ago, but they're still. I imagine they're not annoyed by it. Currently, the problem in the UK is that Keir Starmer has personally gone out of his way to murder every old person in the UK by cutting their fuel allowance, their winter fuel allowance. Yeah, I know. Which, like, as bad as it kind of sounds, I'm also like, I don't care. I'm not old, you know. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that was secretly Keir Starmer's plan. Keir Starmer's plan all along was to kill the old people. Sock will rise. I actually saw. I was really excited the other day. Very, very briefly, I got really excited. Yeah, I was on my walk on my way home. I saw what looked like a lunatic, like a crazy conspiracy theory piece of paper, like pinned to a tree. Just a piece of paper that like has some random word, and it's like, research this. The government is doing this, that, and the other. And I got really excited because I was like, finally, I found a crazy conspiracy theory out in the wild, you know, and just pinned to a tree somewhere, just this laminated piece of paper. And so I took a picture of it because I wanted to read it when I got home, because I was like, finally, it wasn't very long, but I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. I finally found a credible source for my hallucinations. And so I was like, because at first I saw what was sprayed out in front of me was the word quongos or quongos, or I think it's quongo, spelled Quan GOS. And I was like, wow, a strange word with 3 exclamation marks at the end of it. What could that be? And what is this? What's this crazy person? And then it says quongos. Research them. £1 trillion was raised by the UK Treasury last year, and £224 billion of taxpayers' money was spent on them last year, which is around, according to this, 21% of total government expenditure. And so I was like, wow, this is some lunatic talking about the government, like embellishing money into some shady underground organization. And so there's a little bit more in there, but anyway, I went and looked it up to be like, what is this? And it isn't a fucking conspiracy theory I wrote. It's just what the government does. Which the Quangos is like quasi governmental organization, which is just a private business that's being funded by the government. So one of my hopes were immediately dashed when I typed in the word Quangos or whatever it is. I typed that in and I got a parliamentary paper or whatever from 2010 about them, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's nothing. And not to mention that this person, like, the point is, the point of in this note that this person's pinned to a tree is like it makes perfect sense. Like what they're saying isn't like conspiratorial, really, not really. It's a little bit, but like it's just being like we're paying all these taxes, yet the country isn't getting any better. And also, the government is giving billions and billions of dollars or pounds away to these organisations that are not government affiliated, so they're not like subject to the same sort of scrutiny. And I was disappointed when I found out that this crazy note that I found was just just an actual point. What was weird is I only found like one of them. All right, so where's the energy crisis happening? Where's that come from? Da 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 da. All of these have power. So apart from those, but that never did. All right. It's cool how people worship the seasons. What do you mean they worship the seasons? What kind of pagan village do you live in? Where they dance around the fire in praise of the autumnal gods, the spirits of the fallen leaves. Put that away because I don't need those. In the north, it's the winter and the summer solstice, and the closer to the equator it's rainy season. Do people worship the rainy season? I mean, a lot of I mean the summer solstice and the solstices. The solstices have historically had a lot of like religious import, but to you know, the filthy pagans, the heretics, the blasphemers. How do I increase the amount of... I wouldn't know anything about the rainy season, but you are right in the other one. I need more coal. I need more coal to increase the amount of energy I'm producing. Or I could increase the number of biomass burners I have. I don't know if that's really going to help. I mean, what else were people going to worship back in the day? They didn't know. They would just had to pray that it started to rain so the crops grew. They didn't know why the crops didn't grow or why they didn't, you know, one year the crops might not sprout and suddenly you're like, you know, thousands of people are dying and you don't really know why. Oh, when did I die here? Whatever. Unless I didn't, maybe I dropped some on the floor. Yeah, most people... There's still, like... it's still relatively normal to have. It's not really any kind of worship, but you still have like harvest festival things. You still have that kind of semi. It's not worship. It's like semi worship. It's more of just an appreciation. Like other people that gather around the place. What's it called? Stonehenge, around the solstices. Oops. That's the thing. The Harvest Festival also probably is probably something that anyone could celebrate as well. So I suppose you probably weren't going to get tried as a heretic for celebrating Harvest Festival unless you were praising the sun and rain gods for it. Da 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 da. Oh, excuse me. I've done all this, and all I'm doing right now is trying to produce, get the technology to produce steel. It's everything that I've done like for the past like hour was just to make more rotors. Da, 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 da. And it has kind of worked, but also not really. Even though I was pretty sure that I was producing enough screws. 2, 4, 6, 8, plus an extra 20, 100. So I'm producing 120 screws. I'm producing 120 screws, yet these things here need 25 each, and that means that there's like 100 there, I think. Yeah, no, yes. So I'm producing an excess of screws, yet or is it the pipes that are the problem? It might be the pipes, though, the rods. No, because this here's idle and it has rods, but it doesn't have screws. Why does it not have screws? Is it because of that? Is it because of that? Is it because that there is not putting them in fast enough? The conveyor belt 2 is fast enough. If I upgraded these to Mark 2, would that fix anything? No. Maybe there is maybe I need like a tier 2 one of these. Because this here should be making, yeah, 4, 8, 12. That should be making 120. Da 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 da. It then gets split into 60 and 60, and then 30 and 30. So yeah, like it should be getting enough. I mean, it is getting enough. It's just there are moments where it is idle. Why am I always like, start playing using this link to get 1,000 gems and a free character? Well, they say that because that's going to get you in, because it said, you know, what if you don't use their link and you don't get the free character? Not to be, well, that's also why a lot of games use stupidly high numbers for everything and have everything just be really expensive or expensive, so that they could be like, sign up today and get 1,000,000 gold, and it's like, well, that's loads, 1,000,000 gold, when you get in and everything costs 500,000 gold or 1,000,000 gold or something. A gold is practically worthless. Just do what War Thunder does, where they just give you a pathetic amount of shit and just expect you to want to play their game. It's like, stop playing today and we'll give you, a few 100,000 silver lions, like 200 golden eagles, and a tank for about 5 hours. I know they do it similarly with the amount of silver lions they do, but like, they offer like vehicles, but it's only ever vehicles for a small amount of time. At least in like War Thunder's case, anyone who likes the idea of tanks and military vehicles will see that advert and be offered a vehicle that they know. When it comes to like Raid Shadow Legends, it's like, I don't know if John Tron's model is good or not. I don't know if fucking Simple or Ninja's character is good. I don't care. But that's the thing with the amount that they give you, or at least the whole point. It's the way that it's framed. It's framed that it's like, oh, it's something that you can. If it's for the mod, if it's for the character, it's like, this character might be exclusive, or might be hard to get, and you're giving it away. It's why they often give them arbitrary values or rarities, is to make you go, wow, it's rare. That's good. But then, like, when it comes to like the amount of money or the in-game currency they give you an ungodly amount of it, because a high number just triggers something in our ape brains that the bigger the better. So it doesn't matter if 1,000,000,000 gold is only enough to play the game for 45 minutes. That doesn't matter. What you see is 1,000,000,000 gold with a B. And it's like 400,000 gems. Don't mind if I diddly do. The number just sounds good. And if you're not being enticed by that, then you're not their market, because you're not a sucker. You know what Ninja's doing nowadays? I think he just like streams Fortnite still. But I think he just streams Fortnite in a dark room. I think the last time I saw it, he's just like in a dark room with a light blue haze, surrounded by I was gonna say wall insulation, but like sound insulation. And he's got like a fridge in the background with like ninja water. And he just like still plays. He plays Fortnite, but like he's not really entertaining anymore, because part of his entertainment back before he became big was, I mean, he got lucky because he was just charismatic, and it was like no one else had anything to do at the time. Or maybe, was that COVID? I think he was big around before COVID, but either way, it was his edge in the way that he acted. But then as he got like really big and got bought by Meta and things like that, and shifted wherever he was going, and finally, once he sort of left it all behind, by that point he'd already shifted to being a more family-friendly streamer, and so he just kind of didn't have that edge anymore. And yeah, so what he is doing nowadays is nothing. He's sat in a dark room streaming to a sizable crowd, but a sizable crowd who realistically probably don't really care about him. Or actually, no, on the other way around would be a sizable crowd who only care about him. I feel like the sort of people watching Ninja are the sort of people who only watch Ninja. Either that, or he's just completely given up. I can't remember. But it should be fair, if he has just stopped, it's like, fair enough. Yep. More content creators should just stop once they've made enough money and just be like, I was never in it for the content, I was in it for the grind. And now now I've completed that grind, I'm out. See ya, and then delete their channel. That's cool, actually. I tried that on a whim, but then you can actually slide underneath everything. Oh, wait, can you not... Hold on. Oh, yeah, you can slide on the ground. But not like... Oh, you can't slide up hills. Okay. Fine. I've almost produced enough of these things over there, whatever they are. I'm not going to delete... I'm not going to turn that production line off afterwards, because I'm almost certain that I'm going to need that afterwards. I am producing these. I need more of those. And then I can start working on the other bits. But I need steel for the other bits, I think. Shall I check? I can't see from here because I assume it won't let me if I'm not in a place that will allow me to do it. I only ever saw anything from Ninja from his from like Twitter and other places. But I feel like he was only people only really watched him for Fortnite, and then like the Fortnite craze sort of it didn't die off in a sense that it was no one was playing Fortnite. It died off in a sense that no one really, Fortnite was just the game that people played. It wasn't really anything else. It wasn't in the public eye as much as it was. And so Ninja, who had tied himself only to Fortnite, kind of disappeared with it. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think I need steel for whatever's next. Put that in there, and then I'm going to need more of those. Oh, I've actually got enough. Okay. Send that, and I've unlocked steel.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production.
This game looks a little bit Tau-like. Oh, like that little rocket ship thing looks a little bit like something that the Tau would build.
Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of Project Assembly and save the day. Fix it
on the Tau equivalent of a Forge world. Maybe that's secretly the thing all along. Have I got hooves? Oh, I ain't. Okay, so I got steel. Oh, excuse me. Let me have a look. So that there requires whatever that is. How do I make that? Where is that? Is it in here? Oh, it is. Steel beam. How do I make steel then? Is that in a smelter? Is it? I'm gonna assume it's iron and coal. Wait. No. Or is it, wait, do I need a steel mill? Or like a steel forge or something? Yeah, I need a foundry. So that's 2 resources into alloy ingots. So yeah, I'm going to assume that's going to need coal and iron. Iron seems to be pretty abundant, but coal is the more difficult thing to find. I've got one more node here that I'm not using. I actually have 1.5 because of that over there. And then the next ones are all over there. If I unlock the level 2 miners, then I can increase the amount of iron I'm producing. Although I haven't, I haven't built this place with scale in mind, so. Come on, over here. Hup. What's this place look like? Oh, it's a fine sprawling factory, whatever that is, doing a mating call. A fine factory that, has some inefficiencies here and there. But what kind of factory doesn't have inefficiencies? It wouldn't be a real factory if it didn't. But, for the most part, it's working fine. Those there seem to be getting the perfect amount of screws and pipes or rods. It's doing well. We're almost got 1,000 of those advanced plates, whatever they are, to get 1/3 of the next phase. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it here, because it's not too much long left. It's 4 hours, and I'm going to... I'd just be wandering around aimlessly otherwise. I'm not really sure what my next port of call is. So I'm going to leave it here. And then... the fuck? Oh. I will be back next time I stream, whenever that may be. So... that's it. I haven't got anything to say. Thank you for watching. Today's been an interesting stream. Maybe I will upload the rant from earlier. And I will be, I'll see you then. I'll see you next time I do it. I'll probably do some more, get some steel pumping. So yeah, thank you for watching. Take care. And bye-bye.